we got an option here. We either start with Monty's unreleased track, or we start with something off my Serato.
I think I'll start with Monty's track.
I
don't want to take a
Monty's Serato.
I don't want to take a risk with your Serato.
Let's get this.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Let's get this over with.
What is Serato? Is that a playlist or what?
Playlist. I got a little concoction of QQs.
Oh, that's the name to your playlist? A Serato?
No.
Serato's like a DJ
concoction.
mixer.
That's Cosby special.
Oh, it's a program, isn't it? Okay, I knew that. I wanted to be a DJ at some point.
Really?
You were really good the other day.
What would be your DJ name?
I was very impressed.
Oh yeah.
It'd be DJ Last.
Hard.
And Chris, what are you talking about when you refer to that? Laz doing a good job the other day.
Do we get into it?
Get into what?
Or should we start the show?
Let's start the show first.
Ooh, Monty, you ready? I need a clue bomb though.
Yeah, give a couple clue bombs to it.
Drop his tag too.
This is some unreleased for your fucking head top. Please say family.
You know you're my Chris, you know you're the greatest.
Don't you come to me.
Give me a round of applause.
Hell yeah.
Come on, you gotta do my boy Monty justice. Put that shit higher.
Hell yeah. Monty, look.
Chris, you know you're the greatest.
You know you're my favorite. Money, I told you you're the best.
You were waiting for it. I saw you.
Yeah.
Money.
That's what you want to hear.
I told you you're the best.
Chris,
I told you you're the money. I told you you're the best.
Who gave this guy control of the fucking buttons?
Wait, who sings this song?
I don't know. What song?
What song exactly? Hit the fucking siren and we're gonna drop this shit again.
That sounded.
Gotta go back, Chris.
Yeah. hit that sound again. Alright. 1, 2,
All right.
3.
Chris, I got the sound tags on this shit. You go. I'm gonna need you to go ahead.
Settle down for a bit.
We leaving all that shit in.
Don't you come to me fighting.
Welcome back to the Lord's Second Edition podcast, out of podcast in the world. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yep.
I'm here with Monty.
What up?
I'm here with Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you
Nah, hold on. We gotta run that shit back.
Some motherfucker unreleased for your motherfucking head top.
Got me all in my. Let's go. Oh.
go ahead, won't you pop it on me?
Oh.
In the club, I'll be smoking on you.
What's in the burp?
Somebody told me.
Do it.
Fall in love with that bitch.
We got those ad-libs, Chris.
On the lips, I'm getting to Joey.
Right there.
So weak.
Oh.
The one, but tonight she chose me.
Oh.
Put it down, move it on the slowly.
Baby, the way that you move make it harder to breathe. I don't need no pictures from me.
She a baby girl, but she mine.
And now she wanna go. Look at how you act.
Oh, Christopher.
Man, you with the bad now. Baby, you
Let's go. 178.
Sing him on
Late
it.
night, come through, you know what I need.
Harmonize.
Wow, girl, you know what I'm waiting
Can you two sing me to sleep tonight?
for. Depends.
I thought that's what we were gonna do every night.
I'm just waiting for you to finish that drink that I poured you up.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, hurry.
Randomly. Everything's a blur.
This is completely normal, Chris.
Is it me or is that flag upside down?
Welcome back to the Lord's Second Edition podcast, the oddest podcast in the world. It's episode 178. I'm here with the best crew in the motherfucking world. I'm here with Chris, Laz, Monty,
Yurt.
and of course, I'm here with myself.
Always here with myself.
I enjoy time with myself quite a bit.
Simmer down, ladies and gentlemen. Please simmer down real quick.
Sorry.
Laz, I'm hearing that you did quite a DJ set up in the 714 area this weekend. Is this correct?
Let's talk about how we got there though.
Okay.
Monty drove us. Oh no, I drove us.
Before
Monty's whip.
before
Laz got hammered.
Even before that.
Did he?
No,
No, I'm
fuck
just
no.
Get it? Did.
He didn't make out with a guy either.
The guy was Chris.
Consensual.
Okay, so how
Private.
did we get there?
We all went protesting on Tuesday. Well, on Tuesday it was just like me, you, and Zandre.
Oh, so
We all
last
pulled up.
week, we'll start from last week. Last
Yes.
week, these guys said they were going to go to LA. I was like, I'm not down to go to LA. I'm trying to protest down in Santa Ana where it really affects me because I live in the OC, you know? And I was trying to go to LA. It was to the point where no one wanted to go to OC that I was like, I hit these guys up and I was like, what time are you guys leaving? I'm down to go. And then plans like didn't go through. And then everyone was like, well, I'm down to still go to Santa Ana. And then me, Monty, and Zandre went out there and it was kind of mellow. I learned a lot that first night. The first night was actually a little more aggressive. So a cop almost body slammed Zandre.
That's true.
No mames.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean,
Tell him why, big
no
dog.
one touched anyone, but it was like getting all like fucking intense just because. So there were streets, they were closing the streets, but usually they were letting people use the sidewalk. And we were using the sidewalk, and then the cop just kind of blocked it off and was like, you guys can't go through here. And then we were like, but why? Like, people are right there. And he's like, oh, you guys can't. This is closed, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much, but he was getting all aggressive with Zandre.
Zandre was all up in that fool's face though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Was not
true.
backing down.
It's true.
Did not
Oh,
even
yeah.
flinch.
And all we did was just go around them and then cross the street to where
Yeah.
they told us we couldn't go because that's where everyone was going. And
Yes.
then, so that night I learned that one, we needed a speaker, and two, our voice needed to be louder. So me and Monty got together and we were like, we needed a megaphone. And I have a speaker, but it was like a little personal speaker. And we were like, we need a speaker.
Wait, you guys are also forgetting about that ICE agent that we ran
Oh
into.
yeah, the random fool.
So as soon as we got there was like this undercover ass cop that was like, bro, the city had just gone through a riot the prior night, and he was like, hey, come here. Like, do you guys know if like something crazy?
No. What's crazy is that we had just left the parking structure where we parked.
Yeah.
And we were walking towards like where we thought the protest would be, you know, because we were just following the sound. And so we're walking through the street behind Broadway. And then the street is empty. Like, we have a panoramic view of the whole street. It's empty. Yeah, there's cars parked here and there. There's people parking inside the structure, but
But then no one's on that street.
no one's on the street at all. Yeah. So we're like walking forward, and we're walking towards the sound. The moment we're about to hit that corner, we just hear like, hey, what's up, guys? Turn around. It's some guy in like casual clothing, jeans, t-shirt, running shoes, hat.
But kind of like
Big, husky, like big, fat, not like super fat, but like a chubby guy. He's more on the heavier side.
Mexican OT.
Mexican, a little bit less than Mexico.
he kind of looked like he was big, but went to the gym sometimes.
Nice.
And so we turn around, we're like, oh, what's up, bro? We thought he was wanted to. Initially, my reaction was like, oh, he wants to tag along, like he's gonna come protest too. But he's like, what's up, guys? We're like, oh, what's up? We turn around, what's up? He's like, do you guys see anything crazy happen here last night? And we're like, what the fuck? It's like we all just look at each other and we're like, what the fuck? Like we all got the same sentiment, you know?
Yeah.
And then we just look at him and we just walk away from him. We're like, I don't know, man. And we just fucking kept walking.
Yeah,
but he popped up out of nowhere, bro. He had to have been in like one of the cars and shit. You feel me?
So what would have happened?
Nothing.
I feel
he
like
wanted us to get closer.
Or I feel like if we would have like sketched out and like ran or something, like
He would have been a bunch of other ones would have jumped out and
you
like
feel me?
try to deport us.
this is a lot of racial profiling going on out here.
Or trying to get information
But yes,
out of us or whatever.
so that first night also, I expected different because for the second night, because that first night we got there was like cops everywhere. There was fucking snipers on the roof, drones everywhere. And when we got there was only maybe like 25 of us standing there with 6 snipers above us. Fucking maybe 13 different like Santa Ana PD and then military behind them. It was insane. Way too much money spent on military for nothing in the city of Santa Ana.
Yeah, they weren't even blocking off anything.
Destroying roads.
We walked right past them.
They're talking about us destroying the city. They're destroying the roads with the tanks that they're driving through the city. The roads are going to have to be rebuilt. But yeah, I saw all that shit. Like I said, we needed a speaker. We needed a fucking megaphone. The second night we went out there.
Oh, wait. You guys are forgetting. Well, night number one.
Yeah.
Night number one.
He's like, don't forget my night. Don't forget my night.
No. You guys are forgetting that we were out there. And then,
oh yeah, we did forget a big part. You were scared.
okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Yeah. Oh, we'll see who's scared. All right. So we're fucking in the intersection where everyone's piled up, everyone's fucking riled up. There's a bunch of fucking cars coming through in the intersection. A bunch of people in the back of pickup trucks. Everything's going crazy right in front of the cops. They're not doing shit.
No one's being aggressive.
No one's being aggressive. Everyone's fucking like protesting, right? But there's a standoff with the cops. And so I just hear people in the crowd, oh, after 10, whatever, after 10.
After 10,
it's getting close to 10. They pop up on the PA speaker. And it's like, hey, you're in violation of code this. You're in violation of code this. You're in violation of code this. Anyone who we catch is going to be arrested. And then they put a fucking Spanish speaker on the PA.
That was trembling.
And then she started saying like, hey, she was just translating. She's like, you're violating this code. You're violating this code. You're violating this code. Any people that we catch is going to get arrested and charged for violating these penal codes, which is probably like something to do with like blocking the traffic and like, this and that.
Trying to think what.
So I'm telling you, everyone's in the intersection. Like they had to close off roads and shit. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, when she's talking, everyone's like, what?
No sabo.
I can't hear
sabo.
it. No, and they're like, I can't hear it. So everyone starts getting closer to the fucking cops. And that's when I'm like, okay, fuck that. I'm not getting close because before these guys got there, I had walked up to the cops. I didn't have my mask on, but I walked up to them to get footage, right? So I walk up to them to get footage. I'm recording them and I'm up close and they're cool about it. I'm not like, no one's doing shit. But then after I'm done recording, I take a couple steps back and I'm just chilling. I'm observing the scene. I'm like, okay, everyone's out here. It's a lot going on. Everyone's driving their engines, this and that.
Definitely active.
And then
By then, at least 200
And then I
people.
go in my pocket just to reach for my phone. And the moment I go in my pocket, I get flashed immediately. Poof, light on me immediately. Like, so I'm like, okay, these fucking cops are like on fucking edge. They're like hyper vigilant right now. Yeah. They're like, you get me? Yeah. They're on this wave where they're like, oh shit, they're all like hyper analyzing everything. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna be right in the front because I've seen the videos of them just fucking grabbing someone, pulling them in. Oh, you're under arrest.
You should have just pulled it out as fast as possible.
Hey,
like,
a lot of this shit doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Mind you, there's a fucking drone in the air.
A couple.
Yep.
There's a drone in the air. I don't have my fucking mask on, bro.
I don't think the mask what they were. Monty made a great point to me. It's not the mask. They have your fucking phone pin.
They got like the
Okay, but how many people are out there and how many phone pings are intersecting all at once?
Oh, you don't think they'll catch all individual phone pins?
Okay, but just because you have my phone pin doesn't mean that I committed a crime. I'm going based off visual.
Yeah, what does the phone pin have to do with anything?
just the fact that you were there. That's all.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't
So
matter.
your location is there?
Yeah, just your location.
That doesn't matter if I'm not committing a crime.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
So my point is, so I take a step back and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna get any closer. I told Monty last time, I'm not getting any closer. I'm not gonna get shot with no fucking rubber pellets. I'm gonna stand back over here on the sidewalk, and I'm standing by the sidewalk, and there's a bunch of fucking little kids tagging on the wall.
Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. You were like, let's go home, fool. It's about to get tough. Me and Monty were like, nah, let's kick it right here by the sidewalk. They're not gonna do shit to us. Me and Monty we were like, all right, let's look at the cops. Where's the closest cop? All right, let's get the fuck away from him.
I feel like I do know Zandre did have to wake up like 5 a.m.
No,
next day
no,
you had a
it wasn't-
busy
no,
day.
no,
So
no.
I thought it was that.
No. It wasn't.
That's what
that.
I thought.
No, it wasn't that.
I was
It's
like,
the fact-
oh, that's why.
No, it's the fact that if I get arrested, I'm on probation.
No, yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
gonna
no, I
fucking
feel
get
that.
in trouble.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want anything to do with that. There's people tagging over here on the side of my right, and then when they were done, they would come stand right behind us. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking be associated to these fucking cops. These cops are right there. They can fucking run over here and grab me and shit.
And with that, I do agree with you because one of them that was tagging up
He had a Mexican flag on him.
wrapped around him and wearing all black, and I had a Mexican flag on me wearing all
Oh,
black.
I
So
thought it was gonna be you.
I took my Mexican flag off, and I was like,
so you
yeah.
were scared, huh?
I was, but I wasn't
See,
trying to
there
go
you
home.
go.
I was just trying to be there. Fucking, I
There you
was
go.
scared. I was, but I was still down to stand on business there.
I was calculated. Anyways, these fools, everyone starts marching away. Everyone starts marching away to like a new location. And then right
then
as everyone's marching away,
Those pieces of shit.
they start throwing shit.
Yeah. Oh, who throws shit?
Some of the protesters started throwing shit at the cops and shit. And then that's when I just heard like the
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
gas
yeah.
tanks getting like fucking sent.
You see,
Everyone starts running, and I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I don't need it. I'm cool off that, you know? Like, that's not the point of this. You feel me?
No, yeah. At that point is when we wanted to leave too. We just wanted it to get to that point for us to leave. I
Yeah.
guess, right?
And
We knew it was gonna happen.
and this is what tripped me out even more. When we went back to the car, I could still see the drone in there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
There was a couple. I'm telling you, there was more than one, bro.
You get me? Like, if I could see it, it could see me.
And you had
Big
to
brother,
like.
big sister type shit.
It was dark at night. The
Chris, what do you
drones
think
are
about that?
hella
You're
dark.
quiet. You're like grinning at me. What?
I want to get you.
Get me.
No, I can't think of
Nah,
anything.
Chris was down, bro. The second night we went with Chris,
Night 2.
bro. Chris was out there dancing. The fuck, you know, Chris's fucking vibe. Everyone, hey,
Dude, people fucked with Chris.
say some wild shit sometimes, but it was a fun time.
What'd I say? Chinga la migra. That's
Something about
I thought-
burritos or something.
You were saying shit about burrito. It was like funny, but it was like, Chris, you're saying this shit a little too loud, and the people are here for a way different cause right now. La migra. It's like, no,
Sounds like
chill.
Chris-
Oh yeah. I remember that one.
There was a couple.
He was trying.
He was on a good one.
It came from a good place though. Like it came.
Yeah, but when we got there, everyone was just there holding their signs. Yeah, everyone. Once in a while, someone would honk.
Yeah, it was quiet, and then we pulled up with the fucking huge ass JBL speaker and just
It was like a
started
mini
bumping that
boombox.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
It was like literally like the size from like Laz's like ankle to like your knee. It was
Yeah.
like this big old
Size of a
veiny
shin.
bastard.
That's not my knee.
Big
Oh,
girthy.
nice.
Big girthy
And then we had
speaker.
Monty and Chris on the megaphone, fucking leading chants.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Molly, that was
sick.
hilarious.
It was sick. Hey,
I
people
didn't
were
expect
fucking with
it.
Little cholita ass girls coming up.
Hell yeah.
Who's on the aux? Play this fucking. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody trying to hear this gangster ass shit. We would play it. People like requesting songs. It was cool.
It was really fun.
I passed the megaphone around to some people. They were saying some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
That one chick was. She
There
was
was some-
crazy.
Yeah.
That one chick was. Like,
It was tight, bro. The second
Come on, you
night.
jog my memory. I wasn't there. You got to tell us what happened. What was she
She was
saying?
nude.
No, she
No,
wasn't.
I'm
This
just
guy
kidding.
always be saying stuff.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She was 17, dude.
No,
What the
no,
hell?
you said that. You said that.
She was like some girl. She like a skater chick that like
Yeah,
dressed
yeah,
like a not. She wasn't like a fucking dyke or anything, but she just dressed like a dude and was a skater. But
She
she,
must
was
be
like
on coke. She was like
she was like crying, yelling into the fucking like.
hyper.
She got
too.
Monty's Instagram and shit. I was
Monty.
like, yeah.
He ate
She's
ass later that
17.
night.
She asked me for my Instagram. I don't know how old she was.
I was like literally on the.
He researched that night.
I was on the other side with Chris, and I just hear like the megaphone, and I look over, and it's like some skater chick like going like super passionate though,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
super
yeah.
passionate. And I told Chris, I'm like, damn, I can't hear what she's saying. Fool, let's go over there. And we get over there. Fuck this, like those fucking pigs, corporate motherfuckers.
Right.
Like,
yeah, she was going
Hell
off,
yeah,
bro.
I was down.
Oh, what the hell?
people pulling up like fucking.
It was like stop traffic.
There was fucking lowriders,
Yeah, there
trucks
was-
doing burnouts,
Yeah.
kids on fucking mini bikes, fucking doing
With all the mini
donuts.
scooters and shit. Yeah,
Once we put on like all this, like all the good dancey songs, like everyone
We
was
were
like,
playing
dancing.
cumbias and
yeah,
stuff. It
Yeah,
was cool.
super cool.
Oh, you guys should have just said that, dude.
It was tight.
You guys should have just
and,
said that.
and as soon as we did,
That's
everyone
good.
did.
yeah, pretty much.
That's just the way it
Yeah,
happened.
everyone
last time.
kind of like dipped at the same time.
We were there for a while.
Yeah, because we turned off the music and dipped.
Eventually the battery was like at that one bar, and we were like, "Fuck, it's gonna like die
And-
Well, it was
eventually."
good. It was
And
good enough.
And it was
Did you
getting-
guys return the megaphone already?
No,
what,
we
we're
have
keeping
that.
shit.
All right, let's go back out there.
Bring out the pod.
Hey, all
I'm
right.
think,
Yeah.
in my head, I'm thinking I went a third time, and I was stuck in fucking. I was telling Monty I got stuck in traffic for like 2
Well,
hours.
you went
You
in
went a
your
third
car.
time.
Wait, you
went
took
in
your girl
car,
too?
though.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Where'd you guys
After I
go?
moved to Santa Ana, and I was like, bro, I want you to feel like what it feels like
Hell
to
yeah.
fucking.
Okay, so did you guys get any video of this? No, not this time.
Nah,
Dude,
bro,
actually, I think I might have recorded. Some
I have a
stuff.
couple
I don't- I
videos
don't
of
know.
us, but it's just.
It's kind of hot.
I have one of Laz. You're
kinda
like,
sexy, dude.
"Chinga tu madre." You're like,
I think I do have some video of it actually. I think
that's
I
kinda-
haven't checked my phone like since like my.
Because people would pass by and like there was someone on a bus that was like, "Get the fuck out the way!" And I don't know, bro. That should piss me off. Like, bro,
We took over
People
one
are
of the
protesting
lanes.
here, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Well,
get the fuck out of here.
At some point, I told like we basically took over a lane,
I was trying to shut the street down low
and this
key,
car was like coming, and I was just like, "We're protesting."
but people
asshole.
kept moving out the way, and I was like,
Damn, man, I wish I was there with the megaphone.
yeah, I would have been pissed. I was like, dude, I gotta take a shit. I'm behind all these cars.
You didn't do any. You didn't do any Blitz references, Chris. What the fuck?
No,
That's when
no
you should have
Blitz.
done it.
Bro, I can't do that without you.
We don't let them gain another yard.
We
blitz all night. God damn it!
nah, yeah. But
Missed the
this,
fucking lady.
Well, we still have it, so you should come out.
I think,
For sure.
yeah, I think this shit should keep going for a while. I think everyone should listening to this should still keep going out there. If we slow down, they'll ramp it up. Like,
Are there still gonna be protests going on?
I think there should be.
I think there
should.
should be too. I don't think it should end
Yeah,
because they're
you-
going hard.
You don't think
dude.
there's
They're
like a
not-
hype? It's gonna like, all right, first 2 weeks,
Yes.
and then it's gonna kind of
Yes.
like everything else, yes.
Yes, I can see that happening, but ICE is going hard right now. Though
And-
that's the thing; they're not
and-
stopping.
Yeah, and I've never seen like the Latin community be under so much pressure to the point where they have to come out and represent. You know,
Yeah,
Like,
well-
I don't think we've ever been put in the scenario that tough where like this is like the front page of everything. You know?
At this point, if you're Latino, like your silence is considered disrespect. Like you have to fucking say something, bro. Like this is not like the time to keep your mouth shut.
Interesting.
This is not your time to fucking play the fucking political role and just keep your mouth like.
Dude, this isn't even political, bro. I
It's
don't.
not.
It's this to
no,
me.
but
This
I mean, like
isn't about
taking the political
politics.
stance where, like, oh, I can't talk about that. At work, usually I don't talk politics, but if this shit comes up, best believe I'm gonna speak my
That's
mind.
the thing. It shouldn't even. This is not even political. This
Right,
is
right,
basic
right,
human
right,
rights.
right.
Like this is like, dude, you're not gonna tear a person away just like that. You're not gonna use excessive force on a person and literally kidnap them. Like the people they're hiring for this, I heard that they just recruit people and they said, hey, they say like, oh, $1,000
Bounty hunters.
per like, yeah, they're bounty hunters.
They're
Per
hiring
every
bounty hunters.
illegal immigrant you bring, it's 1,000 to 1,500.
Well,
And then okay, you're covered under ICE. These are like you're basically above the law.
so pretty
blah, blah,
much
blah.
us fucking
They're just random fucking
us
people.
four could start a little fucking group and start
Kidnapping people.
and yeah and
like the Ghostbusters with immigrant busters.
If we say we're ICE, I don't know, bro. It's fucked up what they're doing.
LSD pipe.
But that's why I'm saying it's not even political. It's just, dude. When was the law ever above you? Like in the U.S. based off of the Constitution, like it should never like. Okay, the law. I said that completely wrong. The law is above you. We got to follow the law, right? But like, when are the cops? Like, when are these people? Like, when are these guys' lives more valuable than like another?
Let's go. Hold on.
Never.
I got the video here.
You got it? Okay, thank you.
I'll make it as quick as possible. My name is Martin Alvarado. I'm a bounty hunter by trade. I've been introduced by my agency. I'm from Seattle. Tacoma called me and told me that as the waves go through, this is the first wave. The second and third is when they're going to hire us. The ICE is going to hire us bounty hunters, and they're going to be giving $1,500 to $1,000 per legal. How are you going to stop us from coming through? Because we don't have to worry about warrants. We don't really have to follow too many of the laws. And if we're going to be deputized by ICE, we can pretty much do anything we want. They're already going over there and creating the squads as we speak now. That's why they called me. So as soon as I get back with my squad in Tacoma, we will be coming down the state. $1,000 per illegal is a pretty good price. Just to do things that you kind of enjoy. How or what you guys are going
Enjoy
to do to
separating
stop that?
families.
Are you going to pay us more? Are you going to pay us $2,000 to just leave them alone?
I think you should be making those kind of comments. We're going to create county.
This guy sounds like a. He needs to suck my. And if anything, he really wants.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Should have hit it one last time.
I understand you.
So if this is a case, if this is real, who knows? We can't authenticate anything. But if this is real, then that just means that they're really just going to be out here racially profiling.
Oh no, we could authenticate it. It was like in the court already.
It was in the courthouse for sure.
That's what they're doing. They're just racially profile. They can racially profile someone and just take them.
And they've done it. I mean, there have been multiple instances where people have
multiple videos of it happen
and
already.
You know what's fucked
and even
up?
Trump has like admitted like he's made a mistake a couple times, or at least once.
Today,
that one guy.
today I went grocery shopping, and I usually buy my produce at a Persian market, and they sell like meat.
It got hit up, didn't it?
It got hit up. I went there and I asked the guy, "Oh, how'd it go?" He's like, he was Mexican himself, but he's obviously documented because he's still there and working and shit. He's like, yeah, it was fucked up, dude. They came in here and they were only asking Mexicans if they were like legal here.
He spoke Spanish, I assume.
Yeah, well, he's Mexican.
How do you say it in Spanish?
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Oh, estaba chingado, güey. Aquí nomás vinieron y nomás a los hispanos les estuvieron preguntando si tenían papeles. And there's fucking Persians there. There's Chinese, Indian. It's a Persian market full of different people from different parts
Cultures,
of the world.
rounds.
Yeah.
And they were only asking the Latinos if they were fucking
That's
legal
crazy.
or
Yeah,
not.
that's fucked up. And dude, like, so these ICE agents, like, or bounty hunters, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, that guy basically said, we don't need warrants. We can do whatever we want.
Just break in.
They can.
Yeah.
Well,
He literally said that, dude. But
This is where gun rights
What
come in.
happened? Yes.
Yeah.
And what happens? Like, if they break into a house and they're all citizens, everyone's from here, but they fuck up and they take them anyways.
It's gonna happen.
Do they get held accountable in court?
No, because cops are never held accountable.
That's
Cops
the thing.
protect
Like,
themselves.
people
They
say
probably
that,
have a bunch of immunity.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Within the paper,
and that's
within
against the
law.
Constitution. That's like we're trying to escape in the first place. You know, so they say history repeats itself, and this is, if people let this thing slide,
We're fucked.
we're fucked forever. We basically said, yep, they can do that whenever they want, even to a citizen.
All right, but
Someone
how
who's
many
here.
people like warned us that Trump was like Hitler, and everyone was like, nah, you guys can't call him that. That's too far. That's crazy, comparing them to him.
Well, dude, to me that is really far. To me, that's crazy. I don't see like how anyone can.
He
like,
literally
do that.
threw himself a parade with the military, which is
You know what I feel about that? I feel like it was like the military trying to just like recruit people, like advertisement for
No,
the
that
military.
was Trump trying to throw himself a parade. I don't think the military
I know,
got a choice.
I know, but that's what it felt like to me. Like, oh, join the military. They're trying to make the military like
Well, it was a
cool.
200
So I felt like it was that, like kind of like a recruiting tactic or something.
for his, I guess.
on top of that, I'm just telling you how I felt about that.
It was
I say you guys fight it out to the death
I just
naked. It was the 250th
and lubed up.
birthday. No pillows, going dry. No. Okay, so it's like it was the 250th birthday, I think, of the Marines or the Army
But it just coincided to have also be
on his
Trump-
birthday.
Yeah.
Trump ruined it for the army.
Yeah,
Then.
but I
Well
mean, I think
played.
there were videos like no one showed up to that thing. No,
Not as big as an outcome as he expected.
yeah.
And then shortly after,
huge
he like,
flop.
which is crazy to me because
Like my-
wasn't he like I did realize
he was
that-
an anti-war president, and now he's like, promoting.
I did realize me and him do
The
have one
military.
thing in common. Like,
Who, you and Trump?
yeah, we both would,
Girthy guys, right?
we would
Bastards.
both dodge military like time.
Bang porn stars.
Hey, I heard that about you.
No,
This guy.
you both dodged like the
We-
draft.
Yeah, we would
basically.
both. I would dodge it too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't blame him for that one, but
Dang.
like going and spending money on the military because it's so great. If it's so great, why didn't you serve?
Do you guys have like friends on social media that post like they're on Trump's side? They're on like
No.
they're like for ICE or
Not
whatever.
really.
You guys don't.
No one
follow
that's
people
for
like
ICE.
that?
I
I
think,
have
no,
Or
there's,
you know what I
there's
mean?
people for
Like
ICE.
people that are
There's
like
people for ICE.
saying, "Oh, like
Couple sub disses I see.
don't deserve to be here. Like people on that.
Yeah, there's
like
people,
side.
Those are the people that I unfollowed when Trump got elected. When I told you like, I don't even talk to you, and this is what you're posting. Like, I guarantee you, those are the same people posting. Like,
well, what do you feel about that, Monty?
I have like 2 people that I still follow that
Call me out.
pretty much are.
I'm right here.
I was gonna say it, but okay.
I hate tortillas.
No, yeah. A couple people like post about that, and to be honest, I feel like replying or whatever or saying something, but I'm just like, like it doesn't make a difference, and it doesn't give like this person is like irrelevant in this whole huge thing.
Like,
you know?
well, what do you like if someone's that ignorant? Like,
yeah,
is there at some point where you have to
DM
respond?
is not going to change their mind. They're not going to be like, "Oh my god, you're right. I was wrong."
Yes.
So that's why I'm like, okay, whatever. Like,
because
it's not even worth my time.
Because I know a lot of people and a lot of my friends who try to do that and who try to educate somebody via like social media or via DM or via text, but it's like it's so ineffective because some people are just like so strung up like in their own beliefs, and just as you are, you know, what you feel is right, someone feels is right in their heart as well. I'm telling you guys right now, if someone texts me some shit, it's not going to do anything to me. Like, I have to go through my own experience, have my own beliefs, and it sucks. Yeah, some people are very ignorant, you know, some people are very like loyal to their political ideologies and shit, you know what I mean?
That's the thing.
I personally had like a situation happen to me just like yesterday with someone where like, you guys follow me on social media. You see everything I'm posting right now is all about all that shit.
Yeah.
One of those liberal cucks.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro. That's my people.
You love Biden.
Yeah, I posted something like, I think the post was deport these nuts or something. And then someone replied to it and was like, LOL, you better hide. They're coming for you or something.
Yeah. What's her at? Let's get them.
I'm not gonna expose them because it'll affect me in my personal life, but whatever.
Was it a joke?
Like,
no chance.
And then I just replied, like, you better hide your uncles. Like, I'm here legally, and everyone I love is too. I'm just standing up for my people. And then he
hide your uncles. Nice.
And he's like, whoa, take it easy, bro. Like, exactly.
That's like gaslighting shit.
This also comes after him getting drunk one night around a bunch of people and calling us beaners and wetbacks and letting it go because once again it's like it affects my personal life. Like,
I see.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like, how do you expect me to take like LOL hide? Like, if one of you guys would have hit me with that, I would be like, LOL, like, it's funny,
right? But like,
fool, this is after you doing the wetback
all that shit.
I'm like, I'm like, you don't like it, huh? But whatever.
Is he lighter than Chris?
Is he lighter than Chris? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's one of those.
Yeah, but he's lighter than Chris.
He's one of those low-key ones.
He's from Jalisco.
What's his driving record?
Then he was like, yeah, I do like it or whatever. And it was on Father's Day. So I kind of was just like, happy Father's Day, bro. I hope you have a good day. Left it at that. I was like,
see, some people are like,
let's get him.
You also have to be like mindful that there's some people who get joy in just like provoking people, you know?
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, I do my best to like not ingest anyone's energy like that, you know, because there are some people who just want to put some hate in your heart and shit, you know, or like rile you up or provoke you and shit, especially during these times, you know? Like, I don't follow some chick. Remember that crazy stalker chick I told you guys about a couple episodes ago?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, went on her page recently because she was looking at my shit. She had a little Trump hat, you know, little sneak this. Her homegirl had a little Trump hat too. I was like, okay.
A Trump supporter asking for $30, huh?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, look at that. It's kind of funny, you know, but people are like throwing up their flags and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's also like at a time where you gotta, I'm not saying you gotta respect someone's political like opinion, you know, but you shouldn't let it affect you like emotionally, you know. You should,
but it's hard not to because this like is like hits home. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's like directed towards.
Yeah, it
us.
is. But
that's why we showed up to the protest.
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, it's like these people are just they get something out of provoking.
Yeah. I mean, the people posting on social media.
Every single person that I've seen like run over someone at these protests or do something crazy. Every time they're getting arrested, they got a big old smile on their face, bro. They don't give a fuck that they're getting arrested. They're just happy that they were able to get done whatever they got done, you know? Like, they don't give a fuck about that. A lot of those fools got money. They know that their lawyer could get them out.
Those are criminals right there. Those are people hurting, like, people.
And they know, like, oh, like, Trump fucks with people like us. They'll pardon us at some point. Like, It's insane.
It is insane. So like what pisses me off, or like where it gets me personally, is that like if they're doing that to these people, right? If they're like racially profiling and taking someone, even though the person's saying I'm a citizen,
Yeah.
and they're taking them. Dude, like they can pull up on my dad. My dad doesn't speak good English.
Right.
But he's
And
here legally.
He's here. He's a citizen. He did everything right.
Yes.
You know, he's been a citizen for like years already.
But if
now,
he doesn't
right?
have the documentation, then they're just gonna
Dude,
probably
then they'll
take his
just
ass.
take him. What the fuck? Like, dude, they shouldn't be able to do that to my dad. He's a
Right.
fucking citizen. But
And-
that's what they're doing.
And
Like,
they're saying, because we can't forget that these people are getting deported, right? They're saying that when they get deported, when they let them go on the other side, they don't give them their phones. They're not giving them fucking their money, their wallets, or any other shit
taking
that,
everything.
that
Yep.
they're getting arrested with. It's getting lost. Oh, we lost it. They give them envelopes with their name on it that are empty, that maybe have their ID or something in it. Like,
That's
they're
it.
not getting shit, bro. Like, they don't know. They have to borrow a phone to call a family member. Like, a lot of people, when they catch someone getting deported, they're recording them and like, hey,
Yeah.
what's your name? And give me your phone number so I could call your family. Like,
yeah.
It's insane what's going on.
it's real
out here.
scummy what they're doing and what they're getting away with right now. And I mean, if you're for that, then that's really weird to me, you know, personally. Like if
Well-
you're okay with that particular, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, whatever the fuck you are. If you're just okay with this particular thing that's going on, that's, you know, I don't want to roll with somebody like that, you know, that's scummy.
This is my first protest.
Oh, I know. You were excited.
I was really
I
excited.
heard you were creaming. Is that true?
I was hard the whole time. It was awkward.
It was hard to hide it.
Thanks, Dad.
3 inches is huge, right?
The first night when I went with these two guys, I told Monty, like, there was a couple times where I was like almost tearing up. Where I was like, "Fuck, like, get it together, bro." Like,
Dude, it was pretty
It was emotional as
Yeah.
fuck. Like,
I agree. Because you can see the passion and like.
there's people there that you know, like, damn, like that fool's family probably are. So, because like I said, everyone that I love right now is here legally. Like, but the problem is that some of these people are on programs that like they're stripping people of just to deport them. Like, there's people that are here on visas and they're stripping it just so he could deport them, so he can meet quotas.
Yeah. Well, not just meet quotas, but like also get paid that $1,500. Like they're trying to make their money.
No, this is ICE.
Yeah,
Doing this.
ICE agents.
I heard that ICE has like $800 million to give to as bonuses.
Yeah, like I think there was something where I saw it was like $42,000 a fucking a member or something like
Yeah.
that. Of fucking pure bonuses. Like,
Imagine that, dude. Imagine that.
Bro, yeah. I don't know.
Imagine if they were like, hey, for every fucking illegal, like, I hate to make it racial, for every illegal white European, you get 40 racks.
People will be on that
people,
shit,
how
bro.
many people will be like, Don, let's go fucking find some Russian fool?
well,
somewhere."
they had snitches out for people who didn't take the COVID, right?
It's true.
yeah, huh? Like the 1-800 snitch on your neighbor. Yeah. How many people, like, we've seen so many stories of, oh, that fool had too many people at their party. They called the cops and
I
Dude,
think
every Karen.
eventually one ICE agent is gonna get shot and killed. And they're gonna make an example out of him.
And that's when it's
eventually
gonna-
that's what's gonna happen.
well,
That's what's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's true.
That's what's
They're
if they
fucking
keep
with a
pushing
lot
it
of
like
people.
that.
Yeah, they are.
There's
going
gonna
to
be one crazy motherfucker out there
who's not going to
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
who doesn't care to crash out and shit. I don't know if you guys saw that.
And then they're gonna try to frame it as look,
Sure,
they're
anger.
killing.
Yeah, look-
you know,
look at he's a
Nah,
murderer
dude. But you
and-
gotta like.
kill the federal agent.
I think that's what it was for me personally.
That's
when
not a fucking federal agent.
When it was, I mean, well, not to get like into it, but like,
no. Let's go into it.
I didn't vote because I couldn't choose either or. But I was, if I'm being honest, I was.
Trump is good.
More,
Kamala's really good too.
More like
I don't know.
Trump, obviously,
Just kidding.
more over than Biden.
yes.
And it was more honestly too, just because like F the system, like the
Yeah.
system needed a thing. And anyways, when he said like, "Hey, we don't want illegals in here. We don't want drug dealers."
you're like, I'm
we
sold.
don't-
This is why I'm voting for him.
No, I mean I agree with him. I don't
Yeah.
want illegals in here. No one wants gang members in here. No one wants any of that.
But
Yeah.
and there's a process to come in here, and everyone should abide by it.
but do you realize that a lot of these
But
gang
once he
members
started,
are Americans?
once he started going after like the grandparents and
People were
and-
just working,
innocent
graduating,
paying taxes.
interfering in like graduations and like Home Depot, like abduction. It's like we know these guys aren't what you're looking for. We know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once he started doing that, that's when I was like, all right, you're abusing your power, which is what
Watch.
everyone was scared of. But I mean, it unfortunately
Not
took
everyone,
this
just
for
a couple people, and they were screaming loud, and no one was listening.
I mean, no one could have told that this was gonna freaking happen.
Everyone was telling y'all.
No,
fool.
dude, no one knew he
Everyone
was gonna.
Everyone was screaming that
This was the
that
worst
gonna
case.
happen.
Yes.
This was the worst
Bro,
case.
lads, we've never seen this
And
shit
it-
happen.
We
in-
never seen it happen, but everyone was saying that this is how crazy this guy was gonna take it. Everyone was saying that.
I think everyone's point was that we didn't see it happen during the first administration, so why would it happen now?
And if I'm being honest, I don't even know if it's particularly Trump. I think it's that guy Steve Miller. He
No, Steven, the guy who's in charge of the border patrol.
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Yeah.
He's like he raised it to like 133 a day. We're gonna go after so and so.
Well,
And
because-
Trump was the one who said not the farm workers, not like our restaurant.
But why?
people.
Why do you think?
Of course, because it's affecting him.
Exactly.
But I mean,
Not my hotels that have restaurants in them.
right, sure.
Not my homies that are farmers that supply my restaurants with fucking.
Yeah, so
agree,
so
I agree.
check this out. Check this out. I'm not trying to defend Trump, okay? But look, I think we all forget sometimes that like he's also a puppet. And he's not the one.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, that's.
He's not the one.
I
pulling
might
the
even
strings.
push back.
See,
on-
you're
No, no, no.
falling for it.
I
That's
thought.
the thing.
Well, I thought he wasn't a puppet, which is why I would have voted for why
He is a puppet. That's what I'm saying. He's a puppet.
I always
not,
thought
bro.
he could afford to not be bought.
No, he's bought.
By who? Who bought it?
BlackRock. They all got him.
They just eventually got
You
it.
think
Yes.
BlackRock wants
So
everyone out of
BlackRock,
here?
So you think he got
Elon,
past-
the
You think-
agenda?
You think these
anything-
people are the ones that want everyone out
I
of
don't
here?
know who. I don't know who
No,
these
it's
people
him.
are.
If anything,
I feel like yes, he's on the same page as them. That's why he's rolling with them. But
What if-
Trump has a team? It's not. He's not the mastermind to everything. Is what I'm saying.
So what
Yeah,
if
but he's the one that has to take every blow.
this is his second?
he does.
Oh,
He-
big
yes,
blow.
exactly. He's that. That's his job. That's
Blow,
he's a
baby,
Yeah,
puppet in
well,
that
he's the
sense.
one that signs these papers
Yes,
at the end
people
of the
people
day.
give him the ideas, and he has to agree with them. And boom,
This is his
yes.
second term.
and he's for it too.
Maybe
though.
his first.
Yes, he's
term-
on that side. Yes.
Maybe his first term, he was like more strong headed, and they were like, "We don't know what to do with this guy. He's got his own money." And then once they kind of figured out, like, "Oh, he loves money, and we could just buy him out," maybe now he's turning into what it is we're all scared of. But I mean, even the fact that Elon like went on his back and said the crazy shit.
Smart
that he
move
said,
by Elon to fucking
Redact
eject
it?
to eject right before the ice thing became like famous. Smart
isn't
play
he an
for
immigrant?
Elon.
Yeah.
He is.
But he got his people to get fucking.
And he's a billionaire.
Yeah, his people are good. People from South Africa, they're getting refugee here. Everything's all
And
good.
guess why?
Yep.
because they're being racist to them over there. The white Africans are getting fucking racist.
No,
Yeah, that's exactly why.
dude. Maybe just we. The white is just no matter
The superior race,
African
huh?
white,
The superior
white,
race,
right?
right?
Mountains of Caucasus white. You,
He's trying to be in, like, well, has nothing to do with Elon. It's
really
more with
weird.
Trump.
Yeah.
He wants to be. This is like the first week that I heard the word authoritarian.
authoritative.
Authoritarian.
Like where he wants to make himself a king. Like we had the No King March that on Saturday.
Which a lot of people showed up to.
Fuck yeah, all across
over
the,
the nation.
country.
Yeah.
Chicago, Philadelphia, San Diego.
Even the whites showed up.
Los
Oh, yeah.
A
Angeles,
bunch.
San Francisco. All the big cities fucking pulled up.
I've seen so many
Let their cocks
videos.
hang.
So many videos of like, and who knows, they could all be fake, but so many videos of I voted for Trump and my life's shit now. Like I lost my job or
I asked my fiance that I was walking the other, like just walking, and I was like, imagine the people who like, because I didn't vote for him, but I mean, there are a lot of people who like voted for him, and it's like, ugh, this isn't. I'm sure what you wanted.
Right.
I'm sure
right.
this isn't what you wanted.
Right. You know, I saw a video of let me see if I have it.
Like I have a good friend. He's a huge Trump supporter, and he's like loud about it.
I'm trying to get you guys informed of what's going
and then
on.
what? His
I-
life is great.
No, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, he's not affected really. I mean, but it's just like I can't like I'm sure he's seen me post about like going to the protests and stuff. And so I mean, I wonder like,
What does he
are
think?
you,
Fuck
yeah,
Chris.
yeah, no,
Dude, there's this Asian guy that I know.
don't make it.
It's like
about
an
race.
acquaintance of mine or whatever. we were all hanging out and stuff, and he was like,
My BFF.
we like brought up the immigration thing or whatever, you know.
Your Asian friend.
And he
Who
was
brought
like-
it up?
Well, he like you look at this guy. He's like he looks Chinese, you know.
But his name is
straight-
Chris.
No. His name is
Or his name is like Benjamin or something.
No, his name is Brian.
Oh, Brian.
What's his Asian
He was
name,
telling me
though?
like, oh, well, like they're just gonna come in
Like
and
that?
get all the immigrants.
Oh, you know, like, oh,
they're just gonna get the immigrants, and like, they whatever. And I was just like, bro, I was like, bro, you look like a fucking immigrant, bro. Like, what are you saying? Like, they're gonna come after you.
No, the
next.
Asians are next.
I have
They're
Asian
next, bro.
The Asians
I have
are
Asian
next.
coworkers that I'm keep telling that
They don't
They're
know
next,
it.
yeah.
but
They keep-
they're next.
know it.
They keep like, oh, why are you going so hard? I'm like, bro, like, let me tell you this, bro.
You're next,
As soon as they get
Yep.
us out of here, you're Filipino, but to them, you're Chinese,
Yeah.
fool. And
Yeah,
you're the
bro.
fuck out of
Hey,
here.
and even Filipinos are half like practically Mexican.
And I told them straight up, bro, like, my people are like this. If they were fucking with you, I'm with it wherever you're with it. If you're frontlining, I'm frontline with you. Like, if you don't give
Yeah.
a fuck
Sure.
about it, I don't give a fuck about it either. Just
That's gonna be phase 5.
Also, I
for
think
those
people
the
forget that.
Filipinos.
I think people forget that during World War II we had concentration camps in America for Chinese people specifically.
I don't think they forgot. I just think it's
yeah, I told these guys, one of my coworkers.
Clearly, they forgot.
No, one of my coworkers hates fucking Trump, and he's Japanese, and his grandpa was one of the people that they put in the concentration
my
camps in
lord.
Hawaii.
And for the
Oh,
people
my Lord.
that don't know, during World War II, since we were at war with China, anyone who looked Chinese, they fucking picked up just
Yup.
because they thought that they could be a spy.
Exactly.
This isn't like something new. Like, yeah, this has happened before in history, but a long time ago.
yeah. This was like before social media, where Kim Kardashian could like save you
Yes,
from prison. and
exactly.
You could
Before all that.
petition, and you could
So back then, if they got you, you're fucked.
Yeah, you
you're
were
in
fucked.
that camp,
in the gulag.
in the gulag.
Insane.
No cutty.
So yeah, I think if we fail like Hispanic culture or whatever, and they get away with this,
If.
right?
How
and
could
they
you?
went, I don't think.
There's
Like
we're
I
too
said,
many, yo.
eventually they're gonna pass a line, and it's gonna get like it's gonna be an eye for an eye.
On Fourth
That's
of-
what I feel like it's gonna turn into.
We should set something up where 4th of July we fucking protest
I'm
big
down.
time.
We could, but watch.
I'm down. Huntington Beach, where all the whites are.
I don't know, yo.
Open
Santa
up a taco
Ana, bro.
stand and say, "Are you white?"
Fuck
Nope.
these fools.
We
Why?
don't
you don't
serve
get
your
taco.
kind.
Oh no,
here.
we'll charge them triple.
This is $100. Fuck.
$8. Be like, but that Latino got it for
that white
69
holiday
cents.
sounds really good right now.
That white holiday sounds really good by the lake.
Ooh, on a boat.
Ooh,
Let's get a boat.
I'm creaming.
Chalice. Only place you're gonna see me is a fucking protest or something on 4th of July.
We'll protest.
I love
First, we'll go to the boat.
July 3rd.
Chalice.
I love America, but
do
fuck
it.
Trump.
Yeah,
That's
and
how I
right now, bro, the rest of the world is like not fucking with us right now. I hope you guys. I kept telling you guys this, that all it takes is for one domino to fall, and I think they're all gonna start falling. Like, there's protests all across the world for the no king shit. There was one in Germany. There was
Yeah.
one in Switzerland. There was one in different fucking countries.
I don't care
all
about the
across
no king shit. I don't think that shit's gonna fly. Trump is not
No,
a
but
king,
this-
therefore
the-
that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I don't know what that king
But
was.
he's trying to make himself one.
No one
he's-
believes that.
He's already trying to talk about like staying a third term. What does that sound like?
After this, bro, he's not
No,
gonna.
yeah, he's not gonna win, yo.
He knows he's not gonna get the Mexicans votes, and that's why he's trying to get them all out.
How could you do that?
He already
He's
got
not.
all
He's
the
not gonna.
Mexican
There's
vote.
no way he gets
Oh,
the
my
Mexican votes.
I think what I heard is that there's a lot of people who are gonna definitely be suing that administration. Like,
Oh yeah, dude, it's insane.
here.
If he wasn't in
for-
jail after the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one,
yeah,
he's
exactly.
going to jail for this one.
exactly.
Well, I think it was. I don't want to say this is like built up on purpose, but Elon Musk, he said what he said about Trump being in like the Epstein files.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And like the next day, all these riots were starting.
yeah.
So I feel like
Good
it's
distraction.
It's a distraction.
What,
Big
was
distraction.
what did the sign say, Chris? The one we were holding up.
Jingle la migda.
No, the other one. What did it say? Trump's on Epstein's list,
Oh right.
and he's taking it out on us, bro. Like,
It's a big distraction.
he got exposed, and now he's getting all of us to like, oh look,
That's
we're-
Yeah, but people
that's another,
knew.
like a meme that like I
But
I
people
read it. We all read it. It's like he's calling us like criminals, but he's a fucking felon too.
he's a pedophile. He's on a list.
And on top of that,
But people,
like,
there
oh
are
my
pictures of him with Epstein. So it's
multiple times. I posted a video.
So
of him.
I don't know why this is like. I don't know what it's Elon just confirming. That's why. Okay, but we still need the list. We still want the list. We've all known Trump is on it. We all know.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, we did. We knew that Trump was on the
said
list.
he didn't even hang out with the guy.
But we knew that he was on, like he was
There's pictures,
associated. There's
yo.
pictures with him and
Exactly, but he said he never hung out with the guy, and then the pictures
Yeah, but that
came
guy
out.
can say- that
And
guy literally-
and no one knew he was on the list. People just thought, and
I
then he
knew
came.
he was on the
No, people thought, and he came out and said, "No, I'm not on the list. Like that guy's a weirdo." This,
yeah,
and
he
that.
said that he never associated himself with that.
But then all these other videos started coming out. where
turns
it was
out
like-
he's on the flight list or whatever.
Exactly. And now he promised the people the list, and he hasn't given the people the list because his name is probably on there so much that it's taking time to get it off. And he probably owes so many people different favors that it's going to be a whole different list by the time.
Well, I wonder what Trump is going to do with Elon. Because that's like.
Well, he's playing it off like, oh, like it's a good, like he's playing it off cool right now.
I'm saying what's going to happen.
Nothing, bro. Nothing's gonna happen.
Elon's
Do you think
gonna be
Elon's
fine.
just too rich to defend? He'll be able to defend
Elon's
himself.
probably
He's a
gonna have
fucking
to.
hypocrite too. He fucking posted. It's like I posted some nasty things about Trump yesterday.
Right.
He took it back like a couple days later, trying to get in good grace with Trump.
No,
They're
but
all
yeah.
hypocrites.
No,
bro.
I think he knows.
All
Like,
this shit is beneficial to whoever's party is fucking.
Are you guys gonna sign up for the Trump plan or what?
I'm gonna vote for.
Hell no.
I'm gonna vote for him if he runs again.
See, this is the type of shit that he was saying on fucking Friday when we went to the protest, bro. Like he was like, everyone was just like, the song was vibing, he was dancing. Hey,
La Migda.
I'm gonna vote for Trump. Like, bro, what the fuck? Nah, but supposedly he's about to start a whole like cell phone service, and he's gonna sell
Trump
phones.
T-Mobile.
Damn, T-Mobile, he's gonna take over.
See what you
Dude, that's why I thought Tesla and Trump were like the perfect duel because the Tesla's a T and like Trump is too, but they're not like friends anymore.
Nice
Sorry.
money.
Yeah,
But yeah,
they're
like
great.
T-Mobile,
We'll start with
exactly.
T.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you did there, man.
It's like, oh.
fucking genius.
They got a good thing going there, but no.
T-Pain's gonna
Fucked
vote
it
for
up.
him because he's T.
Well, what about like the whole shit happening with like Israel and Iran?
Oh,
Didn't he just
shit.
tell a bunch of people to leave their city because they're gonna bomb the fuck out
They
of them?
did bomb the fuck out of it.
Oh, they
They're
did.
saying that's what World War III has started officially.
Why? Why is there anything that has to do with Israel World War III?
Well, the news is like saying they're wild people who are like this. Iran is like fighting on behalf of the UK, and Iran is fighting on behalf of the United States. They're saying these things.
that it's like funded by them or
Not
like
funded,
what?
but like subliminally, like the U.S. is like, if they're allies, then I mean they're with
At
it.
some point, this is the person that's gonna step in, and at some point, this is the person that's gonna step
Yeah.
in.
Just a little couple weapon contracts going on. Nothing to see here.
No
This is
weapons
right on brand.
that are killing a bunch of people.
Oh, let me contract you to attack them, but you know what? I'll supply your weapons, and then I'll come back and I'll kill you guys again.
dude, it's
No
fucking-
business.
So
All
basically,
good.
in Iran, there was like these like scientists, right, that knew about like how to make like nuclear bombs or
Yes.
some sort of bombs or whatever. And so Israel knew about that, and so they sent bombs over to Iran, blasted them, killed 3 of their like top scientists.
Yes.
So now, what they're saying is that if Iran learns how to make nuclear bombs, like Iran has said, like they want to kill the U.S. Like that's like,
I think they have. They
Yes.
don't have any. I thought
No,
they
no,
had
no,
some.
no.
nuclear. No. So Israel basically they're saying that like, oh, we're stopping these people from having this
Getting there.
power
Yeah,
from getting there, right? Notice like Russia, China, they're not doing anything either because it benefits them for Iran not to have that power. They'd rather stay up there as well. You know what? We don't need more competition. So that's why Israel like kind of like bombed them, wiped them out.
I'm not
Iran retaliated and sent like a shower of bombs for nonstop, just boom, 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 boom. It was fucking crazy. Shut a lot of shit down, and I don't know. I feel like Israel eventually was gonna get, hit back, right? After everything that they've done, eventually like someone's gonna hit back.
All right,
a lot
bro.
of people are like with it, like fuck yeah, fuck Israel. People are celebrating
I'm
it,
seeing that.
right? And
Well, the Israel.
I don't- okay,
Whose side are you on? Because you are on here almost all the time talking about not fuck the Jews, but like, oh, the Jews have too much power. But that's like what Israel is.
Okay. I don't want Iran to have like nuclear
Nukes.
bombs.
Fuck
I
no.
do not want that.
I don't want
So look,
anyone to have nukes. Not even us. What is the point of a nuke?
Israel's gonna win this war because it's also backed by U.S.
Yeah, but what if like at some point China's like, fuck that, you're doing too much. Or Russia's
That's
like,
when
fuck that.
that's
you're
when
doing
this
too
point,
much.
that's when the U.S. will step in. Right now, it's just like Iran and Israel, and it's just in the Middle East. But if a big power like that comes in, China or Russia,
Yeah.
I think that's when U.S. is going to intervene too.
When other nations get involved, that's where it gets more into World War III territory.
Well-
but I don't want to focus on that.
Yeah,
man.
real quick though,
I
it
don't wanna
still has a
focus
little
on
bit to
that.
do with that.
It's
Did you guys see
coming.
the video of like?
I heard that about you.
When
Like,
Zelensky's the guy from
Ukraine.
Ukraine, right?
yeah,
Trump came into the room and no one clapped. It was crickets.
Just the cheeks.
Zelensky comes into the room, everyone's clapping, and the room's full of world leaders.
You know that hurts his ego.
Well, I thought. I mean,
Everyone, they got a world leader conference. Trump walks in. I think a couple people like shake his hand. The other guy comes in. Everyone's shaking his hand. Everyone's clapping for him.
the only
like,
thing Trump the only reason why Trump walks in there thinking he's the shit or whatever is like two things. He has a big ego, and second, he has the U.S. military. That's
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
backing up America hard, the heaviest.
yeah,
you know?
but what's the point
Big
of having the
heavies.
U.S. military
If you're a piece of shit, if no one respects you, yeah.
Even if you have that big bad military, all these people that just clap for this one guy also have a decent military. Altogether, they're better than this one military.
Yeah. It's scary, dude. And we're so lucky because we're surrounded by like the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean.
So we're so lucky we're right next to a base. We're gonna get blown the fuck up.
No, if not, we would have been fucked long time ago.
Imagine
I
if we
don't
were in the
know.
Middle East, like where Iran is and stuff.
Dude, they would've hit us long time
That
ago.
would have been crazy.
well, I mean, that we'd have different opinions. We would be raised beating our women.
That's true.
well, yes, that's true. Yes.
Which
But
one?
We would be like, think about it, like Israel, right? Like Israel's like powerful,
You mean
right?
if the U.S. was closer over there,
we
we'd
would have
be
been
fucked.
bombed already. Like it would have happened so many times already. Like we would have been bombed. We have not been bombed because we're protected by these two oceans. That's
Yeah,
probably
but even if
the
we
only
get,
reason.
even if I don't know, I don't believe that because even if there was a huge bomb that hit the ocean, a tsunami would wipe out like.
How long do you think we have
All of
before a
California.
nuke hits if it's launched?
a nuke.
A
Yeah.
day,
So if someone here's
A day?
like,
less maybe.
I think it's like a couple hours.
I have enough time to get home.
So it flies.
I just want to be able to be with my kids when this shit happens.
And
Let me
you
ask
know what?
ChatGPT.
You know how like there, you know what the Iron Dome is, right? Like that thing where like it senses a missile and it fires something and it deflects it,
Yeah.
right? So for a nuclear bomb, it's basically impossible to like deflect a nuclear bomb because it's basically a missile that gets shot out, and then once it's in space, it like once it's getting close, it like disperses into a bunch of different other missiles. And
Those
that's
are
why
all
you
nukes?
can't stop it. Yeah.
It's not one
That's
big
how
nuke.
No.
It's like a shotgun.
So you can't like
But
you
all
know-
those spread is a nuke each.
Yeah.
It's like a shotgun. You ever shot a shotgun?
Yeah.
From what I heard. From what I've like
So it's
yeah.
not just like okay, one pinpoint.
No,
and then, like things
that's
around
too easy.
it.
No. They
Like Japan.
Well,
Look.
yeah, that makes sense because in Japan the bomb just fucking
Hit
drops
one,
and then.
yes, and
Yes,
like
and you can
miles
deflect
Actually,
that.
yeah,
states.
Chris, you have a point because every nuke just falls like that. Every picture
Okay,
that I've
okay,
seen-
But
okay.
if it's a spread
listen,
of nuke,
okay,
dude, that would like
watch
destroy
guys.
like.
Oh my god. Yes.
I don't think anybody knows what the fuck they're talking about right now.
I know
Nobody
that.
knows what
Stop,
the fuck they're talking
stop,
about.
stop.
Bomb, it drops like this, it goes like this.
But-
Nobody
Hold on.
knows what you guys are saying.
Listen,
Money
listen.
thinks he's a scientist. Listen,
Let me tell you this, okay? Because people already thought about this, all right? If there's one bomb that drops and does that, if they shoot one bomb, you can hit it. You can pinpoint it and boom, right?
Okay.
Boom,
okay.
what?
It gets,
Okay,
it gets
okay.
dispersed.
I'm getting pissed off.
No,
right
okay,
Hey,
okay,
You shoot it down before it even hits the ground.
okay.
so why does
okay.
it stay like a whole
Oh
bomb
my
until it
God.
hits
No,
the
it
floor?
doesn't.
Guys.
That's a different type of bomb,
Guys,
bro.
guys,
Hold on.
guys.
I'm telling you, I looked into this, bro. These people plan ahead. They don't want their nuclear
I'm
bombs
listening, I'm
are
listening.
expensive as fuck. Let me
Sure.
tell you that, okay?
Sure.
That's why Iran doesn't have one. That's why a lot of other countries don't have any. They're expensive. They're really hard to fucking make, okay? So when one gets launched, they don't want that shit getting intersected.
Of course.
So they design it so that it spreads like this and
Sure.
it doesn't get intersected, and therefore all those millions of dollars like don't go to waste.
So I
they
can
already thought about that.
So
So
I-
that's why it's designed that way.
I can see that, but you could be full of shit.
In the movie,
Dad.
I saw a cartoon or a movie where the bombs,
Yeah,
dude,
I saw it on
Godzilla. I saw it on
TikTok,
Godzilla.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Stay
I
healthy,
don't know,
family.
bro. The bomb looks like it all hits once.
That's on TikTok, lads.
That's it. That's
This
a
is on
different.
YouTube.
We're talking.
A nuclear bomb, my boy.
It says nuclearBomb.com.
Look,
That means it's a
Does
nuclear
that look
bomb.
like it's a bunch of bombs? No, it's just one big bomb that hits, right?
Okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to see what the channel is called.
Guys, my brother.
4.3 views.
Guys,
Look.
Guys,
dude. Okay,
My brother works in the military.
yeah, dude. Trust me.
he's in the Air Force.
Trust.
He works for a nuclear
Doesn't he
power
fly
plant.
drones?
He works for a nuclear power plant, bro. You can't like. I'm telling you guys the song.
dude.
Call him.
You should have just said that.
FaceTime him right now.
I'm standing on a big box of fucking business right now, yo.
All right, call him. Prove it.
I'm fucking telling you guys.
Prove it or it's cap.
in the motherfucking building.
DJ Laz.
I think I can only do a Mexican party though.
Laz.
Is this?
DJ Laz.
Ah, yes.
Let us cleanse your palate one time.
Favorite rapper Lázaro.
What splendid music.
Hang him by a lasso. Lasso.
Shall we till the weeds later, my lord?
Apparently we should, my lord.
Lads, how about a nice ale to go with that?
A perfect ale just to quench my thirst, my
Three
lord.
cheers for Chris.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheerio.
Hip hip.
Hooray.
I'll be cleaning the bowels, my lord.
Bed her well, my lord.
Yes.
I'm no better than thee.
Dwell upon your sword, my lord.
That's not my sword.
Perhaps it's your shield, my lord.
Oh, it's penetrating me.
Excuse
How is
me.
it not?
Lord, it hurts when I pee. What does that mean?
Call the
Does that run in the family? Or is that a one-off?
call the cavalry, my lord.
The other night, the red light district was quite the abomination. I had to settle for the 330 gals. Some were men, some were women.
I hope you wash it down with a glass of wine, my lord.
My eyes were closed the whole time.
Have the hose ready upon my arrival.
I thought everyone had a mustache. It felt like. And yet I yearned for my wife.
With a belly full of wine, my lord.
Laz? Laz?
What do you want from me?
Master.
anything.
I don't know how to do your. I don't know how to impersonate a white.
We're your servants, master. Please. Tell us.
I think you guys are pretty good at it.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, I had to talk like that while working.
I would like try, and then a Jamaican accent would come out or something.
Hey.
I can see that happening.
Hey, do you know what? There've been
Bumba clock.
I hear they're the best.
That's not what they say.
Bob McLeod at what? The best at what?
They've been blessed by the Lord.
What do you mean by that, my lord?
They've
Please
they
elaborate.
lean. They don't lean with swagger. They lean with the third leg.
Ah, yes. That's quite the visual.
You been to Jamaica, Chris?
Sounds like it.
I'm the only one that's heard that. All right, cool. Leave it in the comments, everyone.
What you that knows what?
Jamaicans are like
Bless, my lord.
the biggest of the blacks. Within like the blacks is like the sub.
Is that your pornos?
Expertise?
Yeah,
No, I don't watch Jamaican porn.
just some Jamaican dude in the Bronx wearing Tim's.
From England only, of course.
No, not the Brits.
English porn.
Those British rappers.
The English blacks, my lord.
Oh, quite the combo there, lad.
Like my tea.
My bad. I meant medieval.
Like my Starbucks coffee. Medieval black. Ashy. Dragon ashy.
Where are we?
Wait, it's funny how none of those. I mean, some of those shows have like one black guy in it, huh?
What shows?
For,
Like the Game of
medievals and
Thrones?
shit.
Yeah. There's
only
always
like
there's always
one.
like one or two black guys in
Who dies
every one of those.
first?
Who dies first? No, it's not a horror movie now, Chris. It'll never die first in those.
Oh my god.
Damn it. Do you think that thing is true about like black actors in Hollywood? Like they have to wear a dress or they have to
Like
die
the shaming
first?
thing?
Yeah, like
No, because I've never seen Denzel in a dress, so that doesn't sound. No.
I think it's like the guys that
And
play
he's
like
the
the
GOAT.
comedy roles.
He's the GOAT.
That usually end up in
Interesting.
those.
Didn't Young Thug wear a dress?
But Young Thug, I think he does it more for
my
attention.
God.
Yeah.
Not because his job requires
show
it.
your abs.
Oh.
Show your abs on camera
Oh
now.
my god.
Chris, slow down. You're hurting him. Chris,
Chris, what were you?
I'll never stop. Blue Chew ad. I'll never stop and I'll always be ready.
Chris, what were you saying about the grannies
Excuse me?
And Grammys are grannies.
in 40 years from now?
Oh,
They're gonna be twerking and shit.
I wonder how
Imagine,
horny they're gonna be.
bro.
How horny girls now? who
Grandmas like
eventually is
our
gonna-
generation.
who are eventually gonna be grandmas.
What?
It's gonna
Like
be
we're gonna be
crazy.
like, I saw that chick in the club.
You think your grandma wasn't out there popping it, bro?
Where?
Nah,
Bro,
my
they
God.
had freak. I'm not saying your mom went to freak
Like
Nick.
sinners, they all gathered in a speakeasy and
Bro,
got crazy horny.
hoeing didn't start at our age. Trust me.
It's been around.
How did you know?
but
What research did you do?
No, but right now it's more like popularized.
Nah. Like, I love my mom to death. And
Oh,
I know she
no.
loves my dad. But
I think values and morals
I
were
can't do
different.
that.
Like a generation
you don't
ago.
think your
I
mom
can't-
ever went through a phase where she was just.
How could you ever do that?
why are we talking about this?
Because he brought it up. That
You brought up the
oh,
grannies. That's true.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that.
Not mine.
No, we're talking about the women from today that will be grannies in like 20, 30
Yes,
years
like
from now.
the girls we're looking at were like, dang, like she's cute, or whatever. And then, or girls we've dated. Like,
Yeah, Kim Kardashian
we
is
know
going to
how-
be a grandma at some point, and we're
horny
going to be
this
like,
one chick was.
dude, you were
Yes.
getting fucked by Ray J on fucking.
Camera.
and you're
Camera.
still getting fucked by.
Damn, not I mean metaphorically and financially, I'm sure.
Ah, fuck.
I think it's always been around. The generation before us had like Freaknik.
It's
How-
different
how
though. It's
stank.
The
different.
generation
Those-
before that had
No,
like
yeah, but the thing. Oh, you're right. I mean, you're right. So what you're saying is that there's still some horny grandmas running around.
there's hippies out here that have like 13 kids
Oh, they were fucking for sure.
and they're grannies.
The economy was different too.
Yeah, like it's not just like a now thing. I think now it was just like it spread more because of the phones and shit. Like we always say, that the phones are.
But also, not every girl is like that too.
No, not at all.
No, of course,
Yeah.
women aren't a monolith, right?
Right.
Monolith.
They're
you like
freakier than they.
the reason why like most of our parents are like, or even like the generation before us, the reason that their grannies aren't like that is because they were neighbors. Like her and her husband were neighbors, and they kind of like grew up together, and they kind of knew that that's the only person that.
I mean, if you hung out with your
That's
cousin,
the only person that they really knew of.
Yeah, exactly. And
If you hung out
now,
with your cousin,
and
tell
now
them
you
stories.
you meet people like at different parts in the world. Like you live in the OC, you'll go to San Diego, meet someone that had a whole life before you.
Social media shows you
Yeah.
a bunch of other shit. Yeah. It's gonna be weird. Like imagine being a grandma and showing like your granddaughter, like, oh look, listen to Cardi B. This is what I used to listen to back in the day.
So talking
Yeah.
about that, at what point do you think us as because we're getting older. At what point do you think we're gonna just have Instagram forever? You think we're always gonna? You think I'm gonna be like 70 something posting on my story?
I think something will come along that'll be
Maybe.
bigger than Instagram.
Maybe because to us that's like normal now.
You get what
it's
I'm
just
saying?
what we do now.
You get what I'm saying?
So I think we'll always be doing something similar to that.
Like at my age, I'm not like opposed to that. Like I'm looking in the future. I'm like, oh, dude, I can picture myself like 60, still like
still posting
shit.
I think I
which
would.
is kind of weird though.
No,
you know?
no, it's not. I think you're just the generation that'll be stuck on Instagram, just like the generation before us is stuck on Facebook. Like there's 60-year-olds sharing like family pictures. They took fucking a million pictures at a fucking family party and they share them all.
True.
They're going live at a fucking family party.
Yeah.
But we don't go on Facebook because we're like, what do I want to see my aunt like go live before?
There's gonna be other like social media websites
Like
get popular.
the social media for the youth right now is TikTok.
Right now, yeah, it went from Instagram to
us is Instagram. We'll forever be on Instagram. I think.
I think I'll probably be off social media in like 10 years.
I think you'll always have a Instagram. You don't have a TikTok, do you?
No.
Exactly. I think you're
Or then I'll
done
stop
with that
posting.
generation.
I'll delete the app or I'll delete.
And then what are you gonna do with all that free time? Curious. You ever thought of
Read.
The thing is that YouTube Reels are really good too.
They're getting good, but
So I mean, if
you're
anything, I'll
good.
probably go to.
I've
YouTube.
tried not like going on Instagram or TikTok for like a day, and then I stuck myself on YouTube and I'm on Reels, seeing the same shit that I'm seeing on Instagram.
That's why, like, then I'll delete YouTube.
Nah,
just
I
trying
don't
to-
believe that.
I'm 10 years older. Like, I'm not in.
you're not as attached.
I'm
to
not
social
as
media
attached, and like, I grew up without it, and I have it
Wait,
now.
how old were you when you first got your phone?
2006.
How old were you?
in
Don't
high
tell me
school?
what year,
18.
fool.
So you were like a senior, or you already graduated?
Ms. Myers. Hell yeah! Shout out.
What? Okay.
Violet Myers?
At 18?
Oh,
You 18, you got your first phone. What kind of phone was that?
iPhone. It was an iPhone.
The first like iPod Touch.
No, it was a phone. It was an iPhone.
See, so yeah, you kind of were.
It was like maybe like
So what's
the
different
one,
between you
and then I
us
got
then?
like a 4.
There's not
first
much of a
iPhone.
difference.
Exactly.
No, I don't know. I
Well, my first phone was the one where it had like the
Yeah, but what
dial
year
pad,
was
and I
that?
had a text like by clicking 3 times, 2 times. You know what I mean?
T9.
I was in 7th grade.
But that eases you into an iPhone. He got
Yes.
like
Introduced straight
into
into
an
the
iPhone.
fucking-
So he
In
doesn't
high
know.
school, going into college.
He doesn't even know
Yeah.
what it's like to have a flip phone when he grew up in that
Yeah,
era.
yeah.
I do. I didn't have a Razor, but I had a flip phone
When?
in 2000 when I was working
With an antenna.
no
that
no
you pull out?
antenna. That
I feel
was-
like when the first iPhone came out, the Razor was already done for.
Yeah.
I never
pretty
had a
much.
Razor. I never had a Razor. But I had like other phones that like flipped open.
I remember this chick had a Razor in my middle school, and she was like showing it off, like, oh, like I have a cell
Hell yeah.
phone, and I was like, I'm gonna get mine soon.
Little did she know it's that one.
And then when I got mine, I was like, fuck yeah. I got the one that like flips sideways. It's like a.
You
it
gonna
was,
tell us again?
Oh,
It was in like
Sidekick.
the first.
Was it the Sidekick?
No, not the Sidekick. It was the first. It was on Iron Man, the movie Iron Man.
Yeah, but
Okay,
social media's taking over.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
It was perfect. I had my first, not my first girlfriend at the time, but
What movie?
Tell him again.
What movie
Last
would
tell
you
him.
see?
Last, tell him again, bro.
tell me again, Laz.
Bro, you told us the story like just literally like 2 seconds ago. What kind of phone you got? And then
We'll listen back when we'll edit it out. We'll edit
no,
it
we don't
out.
have to edit it out. I think it's great, but okay. So the girl,
Okay.
what?
No,
Cocaine's a
next, next
hey,
subject.
Cocaine's a hell
You
of
were
a
onto
drug.
something
That's all we'll
better.
say. Cocaine's a hell
Oh,
of a drug.
Zandra
Right,
had
Monty?
something.
No. What did you guys see that that hitman that was like supposed to take out a bunch of people in government?
Well, he took out a couple like Democrats, didn't he?
I think he killed two people. What's so funny, Chris? What the fuck are you laughing about?
Let me bow, sensei.
Okay, a hitman took out 2 people from the Democrat Party.
No, not the Democrats. Just
Yeah.
from government, right?
Oh,
No,
just from
but they
the
were
government?
Democrats. Here, I'm gonna send you a little thing.
He was
right now.
also trying to kill Tim Walz, the guy who's running for vice president with Kamala Harris.
Here, I just texted you something. Read what it says.
So,
on
anyways,
the-
my girlfriend at the time, when I had my phone, I'm just kidding. I was like, read it.
Money, I told you you're the best.
You didn't send me anything.
Yeah, I just texted you, bro.
You guys cut me off for this?
I told you about.
Vance Bolter wanted for killing a lawmaker and her husband and injuring another lawmaker and his wife has reportedly been captured by authorities in Minnesota. Just some white guy, 6'1", hair gray, 220 pounds, Caucasian, of course. Let's see, what did last send? Okay.
So he's a hitman. Who hired him?
Hold on.
They don't know it. They don't know that yet. What is this last?
And he's going over.
They're
he's
giving
going
pretty
for,
much kind of a conspiracy theory on why he's targeting these people.
Oh, okay. Because it would offset. Oh, okay. It would offset the House of Representatives.
The people that he killed.
Oh,
Because right now it's even.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And if I kill this guy, it will
There's
take
less of that party and more of this
and it would
party.
take they're trying to pass some laws as quick
Yeah.
as they can right now.
Yes.
And if it's gonna take a while before we fucking fill in this seat. So if we get rid of these guys, it's not even anymore.
They also said that like his roommates said that I guess he was like an avid listener of Infowars, which is like Alex Jones' podcast.
Yeah. Dude, oh my god.
What do you think about that? That people that like who get like fucking like manipulated.
Dude, I
to
tried
that
I
extent.
tried giving Alex Jones like a chance because sometimes I feel like, okay, I understand what you're saying and I see where you're coming from and whatever, right? And then like I followed him on X and I was like, okay, you know, I fuck with what you're saying. Like I could see past the craziness or whatever, but then that guy was just spamming like every day, like ranting about shit, and I had to unfollow the guy. I was like, dude, I can't.
What do you think about him talking about what's that camp that all these elites would go to? They would praise like the owl god.
I know what you're talking about. Were
Illuminati?
They had footage there of someone recording it at some point.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because I think he infiltrated that shit, didn't he?
The shit
did?
with like that Ryan Garcia tried to expose people before?
Yes.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, that forest.
They were
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called.
Apparently, all these fucking people in government will pull up in gowns.
I believe Alex Jones. I just I can't listen to him all the time like that. I believe what he's saying. Like I feel like he's coming from like a real place.
I feel like half or a quarter of it is correct, or will end up being correct.
Yeah, more half.
You think
for
so?
me? Yeah,
More half.
I like the guy. I just can't. I can't deal with like his posts every day.
For
like,
sure.
the frogs are gay.
can't-
But okay, you were
Nah,
saying
he's too much to me.
he is too much. That's why I had to unfollow him.
Because he puts a lot of false narratives out there, a lot of false information.
I like the guy though. He applies pressure. I like him for that.
Well, he's also the guy that said that some of the kids that died in
Exactly.
Sandy Hook were like actors.
False information.
He's like said like that was
Extremists.
wrong and
Yeah.
that was way off, and it was. He's apologized and he's admitted that was crazy to say.
Very
And like
crazy.
Rogan's called him out on it. Like
course.
that was crazy. And he's like, yeah, I was wrong. I thought one thing.
That's how he talks. Yeah.
yeah.
Frogs are gay. I'm gay. Yeah,
Join the frogs gay. Okay,
It's a
I was-
raspy voice.
I was watching have you guys seen the new Black Mirror season?
Not the newest.
I stopped
one,
watching
dog.
that shit because it gives me paranoid now.
That's what's up though. Like it should
That's
make you
good.
feel something. That means that
Well,
it was
movies and shows
Yes.
like they're supposed to like move you emotionally. Like there's
What do you
they're
mean,
able
Laz?
if
Well,
they're
'cause,
able
like
to
a lot
change
of
your
those. Oh, sorry, I'm answering this
you
question.
can answer. Go for it.
You said why? Because a lot of those episodes from the first season, like you see little examples of it going on in the world.
But the second, third, and fourth, they're
I
not.
haven't watched because the first season kind of like, damn, we already see the social credit score in China.
It made him uncomfortable. It made him like
we
the
see
social credit score is here in America now.
Yeah.
It's Instagram.
Yeah,
It's TikTok.
You see,
Yeah.
you see that people falling in love
TikTok
with.
is illegal.
You see people falling in love with
Not
AI.
yet. We saw that last week. People were
Yeah.
falling in love with AI.
The next step is putting it in like a robot body. Like this is.
I saw a guy today like make out with like an AI girl and like it closed its eyes and like
and he probably felt something.
I did. I mean,
Okay, so in this, I only watched one. Well, I watched a couple episodes off the season, but the one that stood out to me was like, there's this guy. He's coding this game. He takes acid one night and he starts connecting with the coding inside of the game, like these little characters that he's creating and like analyzing. Anyways, he says that he was on acid and like they started communicating with it. It started asking it for like more software in order for it to like develop and develop and develop. So he's developing this game, and he ends up building like this huge fucking like setup. Anyways, he purposefully gets caught.
Purposefully
For a murder, and then they're interrogating him. He's in this like facility FBI type shit where they have like, you know, top of the line fucking infrastructure, top of the line fucking cameras, this and that. Anyways, he's inside and they're interrogating him. He's like, if you can give me a notepad, I'll sketch you out. Like I could write down everything for you. They hesitate, whatever. At the end of the fucking show, they give him a notepad. He draws a QR code. He's like implanted like a chip inside of his brain, and he writes down a QR code. And he's like, now that I'm inside of the infrastructure, I can show the camera. It's gonna turn everyone's phones to like the same frequency, and now everyone's gonna be like,
the AI took over from there. Basically,
exactly. It reminded me like ChatGPT in a way.
Yeah.
To be honest, I felt like that's
that.
what it was kind of like hinting at, you know.
Yes.
And at the end of the show, everyone's phones tuned to like this one frequency. Everyone's like brain gets just like hijacked, and everyone becomes. It's like a huge symbiote.
Becomes one. Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
That's
That's where this world is headed.
It's crazy, huh?
A shared consciousness.
Exactly.
Yep,
Yeah.
They've been making movies like this for the longest time. Like
Yeah, but now they're like
70s.
Now
stuff.
they're putting it in movies that people are actually watching.
Yeah, people aren't watching like the old shit.
Nah,
for sure.
But I'm gonna take it back to phones. I know Zarda's gonna hate that, but did you guys see the the new fucking Toy Story movie? The villain's gonna be a fucking tablet.
I did see that.
Oh shit! They're telling, bro. They're rubbing it right in our faces.
What do you think about that, lads? You're a parent.
Oh,
like, do you let your kids be on the tablet?
I do. My kids
cooked.
Nah, my kids
Arrest him.
when they go to my son. He goes to school.
Child Protection Services.
My son goes to school
Open
and Monday through Friday he usually doesn't have an iPad.
Yeah.
Saturday, Sundays he uses the iPad as much as he wants because he doesn't have one.
How often? And does he use it like all day?
He gets over it at some point.
Oh, nice.
And then he plays with
He's
his
like
toys.
after the 8th hour.
Nah, sometimes
When we drug him to sleep.
sometimes it's like
Melatonin.
sometimes it's 2 hours in a row.
Melatonin is milk,
3,
yo.
but it's like I make sure it's not stupid shit. I prefer him be playing games on the iPad than watching shit
Porn.
because with the games I realize he's actually using strategy and fucking using his brain.
Yeah.
With the fucking TV, it's like
It's just brain rot.
yeah,
Like
and
on
I just
TV and-
fucking hear stupid ass shit, and I'm like, "What are you watching, bro?
Yeah.
Play something or turn that shit off."
So,
But yeah, it's definitely the villain.
Can't you set like settings to like?
No, yeah.
Oh, no.
He doesn't have like YouTube on his shit. He has to like ask us for it.
So he plays like games on there, strategic kind of games that makes him.
Should have him like
use
play
his
like
mind.
chess and like mahjong and like
I feel like that
brain games.
That takes like me knowing chess. Really, I know how to play chess sort of, but not like.
It'll make you
enough.
better, and you guys can play. And you guys are basically the same level. Not like I mean, because you're
Well,
both starting out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know enough to like play a game, but not enough to teach him. You know, I would have to play with someone that knows what they're doing, and they would probably tell me, "Oh, you can't do that."
I had a little phase in college, like a 6-month
chess phase.
Yeah.
No,
I
yeah.
don't know how to play chess.
you thought you were doing something or what?
Yeah. I was learning how to play, and I was like,
He's pulling up to college with the cape.
Well, speaking about chess,
oh,
did you guys see the plane that crashed in India?
No. What
Did
happened?
you guys didn't see that plane?
King? How was that chess? King? Are you the king?
No, Indian people are good at chess, bro.
Oh, pff.
Oh,
I think the world champion is a fucking.
I didn't get that one.
You guys, someone will laugh. I know they will. You guys are just at my level of smartness, I think. But that Boeing airplane with like 787.
That's an insult.
Yeah, exactly. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. But you guys didn't see that plane that crashed?
Okay, I heard about a plane that crashed and there was one survivor. That,
Yeah,
like, walked
that's
out.
that plane.
That's in India?
That was in India.
Bro, that shit is so crazy.
It was a
that dude
Boeing-
walked out.
It was a Boeing fucking airplane, and this is like a couple days after Boeing had just signed a big ass contract after a shit ton of fucking planes had just crashed a couple months ago. We were talking about is planes going down, and then Boeing gets a fucking big ass contract.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like also the guy by the emergency exit?
But the plane's falling at what difference does that
No,
make?
he jumped out of the plane.
Yeah, I told my wife he had something to do with that.
He
shit.
jumped out of the plane.
Dude. He walked out of the scene.
Yeah, he walked
supposedly.
out. Yeah.
Bro, like, okay. He obviously sued the airline, right?
I think
should.
everyone that died, their family's getting like $133,000.
Not him, because he didn't die.
I think
That's it. But he can
still sue.
They're covering his hospital bills as of now, and he's probably gonna sue.
Fuck yeah, he's
yeah,
gonna sue.
fuck yeah.
That's not a lot.
What?
Hospital bills?
103.
100K is
For
not a
the
lot.
death of your family member?
Especially
Not
if like,
enough.
because the first thing I was thinking is like,
It's also India.
What if we all die? Like my four family, what is the fucking $133,000 for? Like,
Well, sucks.
For nothing.
yeah,
They keep it.
that's bullshit. It goes into a bank and the bank keeps it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But
Pretty
yeah,
much.
like it's crazy how these planes keep going down and these planes like companies keep getting.
That's one of those scenarios that people would laugh at where it's like, well, what would you do if the plane was falling? Oh, easy. I just jump out of the plane before it hits.
Jump at the last second.
Hey, well, there's people that survived that jumped out of 9/11.
No,
From the building?
There's people
they
that
didn't.
survived.
From the fourth story, third story.
People
maybe.
jumped out of fucking.
Yeah, maybe the second.
From
story.
the top.
I'm not
though, how
saying.
would they
I never
survive
said it
that?
was from the top.
Okay.
I never said. it
Oh,
was
this
from the
guy.
top.
Well, I mean,
They jumped out of a fucking building. That's pretty.
from the second story doesn't count.
We're talking.
Laz.
It does. How does it not count? You jump off a fucking building from the
From second story, yeah, I'll roll.
If
and
I
I'll
had
be-
to, if it was that or burn
Well,
alive,
you're
I'd
talking.
jump.
You're talking about
I'd
this.
break my ankles before I
No,
burn alive,
exactly.
for
We're
sure.
talking about like we're
Oh,
always
fuck,
thinking about
that's-
what you would do. Like in that situation,
I'd break
you're on
my
the
ankles
second.
before
You're on
I
the
would
second
burn.
floor. Why wouldn't you jump if you could survive?
I'd like hang off the window, so get as close as possible as I can to the ground and just
Yeah.
and roll at the last second. Absorb the shock with my shoulders. And then just walk out.
Exactly.
Personally, me, that's what I would
Yeah,
do.
like,
Yeah.
like if I was
All
falling-
good.
Like if I was falling from a plane, definitely just jump at the last second.
just
right before
pencil
it
dip
hits.
into the water.
I would take my shirt off as I'm falling and use it like as a parachute and just
Oh hell yeah! There it is. Nice.
So what'd you guys think about Kanye being at Diddy's trial?
he was there.
Oh, he pulled it. He got told to go home, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
No, I guess he pulled up to his trial.
You tell me. Let's see your DMs.
Some people are saying that. Some people are saying that he might be involved in one of the freak offs.
Oh yeah.
And they're saying that, yeah, there's like a anonymous source saying that, allegedly, no facts on the podcast.
Yes.
But there's a source saying that he had pulled up with his wife. Now, I don't know if they're talking about Kim Kardashian or I don't know if they're talking about Bianca.
I believe that he's into that shit. I mean, he likes showing off his girl. Like,
And he's on that Cook shit.
yeah.
He has an album named Cook, doesn't he?
I'm pretty
No,
sure.
but in the song he says that he likes seeing his girl get fucked or some shit. What song? I think it's the Hail Hitler one.
Oh,
Oh, your favorite?
Is that the one that he says that in?
Ah, fuck. I feel like I have to
Do you
play
have
it
to
now.
play it? Play it. I think he says
That's
that.
your guys' favorite song.
Monty got the lyrics tattooed on him.
It's our favorite song.
No.
I'm just kidding.
At some point,
I'm just playing,
on
I'm
our way
playing.
to the protest, I'm pretty sure I heard that song play.
That was my bad. I accidentally hit my favorites instead of deportation.
The deportation playlist.
Jeez.
No, yeah, but what do you guys
My
think?
Bible.
My Bible.
What do you guys think about Kendrick Lamar performing at Toronto and taking off to
And
New
then
York
leaving.
immediately?
Yeah.
Even
As he
though
should.
even though he had a show in Toronto the next day.
No, I think he played it smart.
Nah.
I think he played it
He
smart.
did. What do you mean, nah?
Drake's not gonna kill him.
Like in the verse or some shit. It's like when he's like doing the falsetto, right?
I'm pretty sure we've seen him say it in an interview. It doesn't take a song for us to.
He said it a couple
Okay,
times.
okay.
It's an ongoing
what
thing
do I
with
think
Kanye.
about what do I think about Kendrick performing in Toronto and then leaving home the same night? That's a smart move.
But he wasn't planning on to.
Why not?
They just found out where he was staying, and then he had a whole police escort out of the hotel.
Well,
I would get out too. I
Yeah.
would do the same thing if I was Kendrick. Would you?
Personally, me, If I'm talking all that shit, you better.
I'm
We
staying.
know Kendrick ain't talking all that shit. He's
I'm
not
staying.
that like.
What do you mean he's not talking all that shit?
Yeah, last
Like he's not about it. Like like how what you're saying.
He's not.
So why are you getting on me for it? But if it's like what I'm saying,
Oh my god! Because you're saying that you would stay there. You would die.
No, but if you're saying
You're not gonna
if you're
die.
saying that like I'm standing on business, then you're standing on business.
Last, when your kids and your wife are at home, you think you're gonna take that risk?
You're
gonna
not.
die.
You're not gonna take
I
that
guarantee
risk.
you that if Drake had a fucking concert,
I'm
in
talking
LA,
about
he's
you.
gonna
Yo,
stay in LA.
I'm talking about you.
You're not gonna risk that because you like if you were in that position.
Okay, we're not
You
talking
wouldn't
about
risk
me
it.
I
though.
am
We're
talking
not
about
talking
you.
about me.
That-
We're talking about the artist,
That's
and
what
I'm
we-
telling you the person that he's going against
Yeah,
would not go to LA and shoot and do a
you
concert
don't
and
know
leave
that.
that same night.
You don't know
I
that.
know that, bro.
Nah, I don't believe
You don't
you.
think Drake could just pull up to any? I think Drake could pull up to LA right now.
Nah,
Depending on what hood he depends to pull up on.
I don't think so.
I think he can.
I think so.
Which
too.
is why he hasn't been.
Bro, but for what?
What do you mean for what?
What
You
does he
know
have
for
to?
what.
What does he have to prove?
You know for what?
For what?
Cuddy.
What do you
No,
think?
I don't think no money in the world can convince Drake that like
Oh, I need to show up to LA to prove something.
exactly. He has a kid already. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he's.
For Kendrick, it meant more to show up to Toronto, which is why he did the show and left.
And he had people in the crowd singing "Not Like Us" word for
No,
word.
yeah. Well,
Like, he did his thing already.
Kendrick's gonna have fans all over the world, bro. He's a great artist.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
like, what difference does it make if he sleeps in Toronto or not?
Well, why'd you get out? You were talking about that you weren't scared about the goons, that it's a joke. You posted videos of you doing push-ups, that you're ready for war. Quién sabe qué?
Bro, it's one thing.
He wasn't really ready for war.
Exactly.
I don't think it's that.
Exactly.
I don't think it's that.
It's
But
exactly
the
that
thing
though.
is, like-
why would you move sloppy like that?
Sloppy.
Yeah. Why would you move sloppy like
Sloppy,
that?
sloppy was trying to book at a hotel
It's
and
all-
then people finding out
it was
and
all
then
for
moving.
show. It was all for show.
If you were moving smart, you would have just left immediately after the show, not after people found out
Nah.
that your hotel is here and let's go get them.
That's a good enough reson to move. Like to.
No,
leave, though.
yeah. But moving smart was like get off stage and bounce.
So if you know that people have
Not get off
information-
stage going-
So if you know that people have
No, he
information
did the
on
right
you,
thing. I
then
never
what,
said he-
you should just walk into yourself into like.
I'm not
some-
saying he did the wrong thing. I'm just saying he was saying this, but he did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
that. I don't agree with that.
Okay, I see what you're
Why
saying.
would you put yourself in a position?
I'm
to
not
fucking
saying
get
he
caught
has
slipping?
to,
Kendrick,
but he's
wait,
saying
wait.
he would.
Laz is right.
Dog.
Kendrick was doing push-ups in that music video.
What the fuck does that matter, bro?
Nah.
What the fuck does that matter?
Don't back up now, motherfucker.
Bro, what does that matter if you saw what happened to Tupac? You saw what happened to Nipsey.
That all
Why would
happened
you
in
feel-
LA.
you saw what
That all
happened-
happened in
what
LA.
would-
That
what
all
would-
happened in LA
what-
where you're
why would it
from and you
happen to
claim that you're as
Notorious?
crazy
Nah.
as these guys that are doing this shit.
Nah.
Don't play with me, little boy. I'm gonna do push-ups. Don't play with me.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Put yourself in the
I'm not
position to get
saying
caught
he's
slipping
wrong
then.
for doing what he did. I'm just saying you were saying this and you did that.
So because you said it, you should
yes,
put yourself in the
yes.
position to
Don't
lose.
fucking say shit
Congrats.
that you're
That's a
not
crash
gonna,
out. That's a crash out to me.
That is a crash
That's a
out.
whole crash
That
out.
is a crash out. But
And-
don't say that you're gonna do that and don't do that.
Congrats, bro.
I-
Go ahead and lose your life over some fucking
I'm
shit.
not saying lose your life. Who said that you have to
You're
lose your
saying that.
life?
You're saying that.
I'm not. I'm just saying,
saying
you
that.
said you were gonna do this and you did it. You just took off.
So it was all for show, basically. Is
Exactly.
what you're saying.
Yeah, that's all. Like you could have just kept it at
You could have just
that.
been a cool guy, huh? Kept it nice.
Yeah,
Let
and
somebody
let-
disrespect
but-
you and your wife. And
You
your
could have
kids.
just gone.
You should have
and
just
done-
kept it nice, huh?
Okay, but we're past that point.
No, we're not.
You decided to go to his city and do a concert. That you could have just, hey, book this concert. Hey,
They
I
should
gotta.
have caught him slipping at the concert.
They didn't
Exactly.
because they know that they can't at the
Sucks.
fucking concert.
That sucks.
So we found out where you stayed, and guess what? You ran like a little bitch.
Oh, he ran or he kept it. Or he
You
kept
could
it
have
smart?
been smart. If the smart move would have been like, I'm gonna go perform, and then I'm gonna get escorted to the fucking airport, and I'm gonna leave.
Okay, so
which
let
is
me-
what a smart person would have
Okay,
done.
cool.
Which is what anyone that strategizes and thinks
Exactly.
they're all smart, they do that shit.
Exactly. So why
I
are you
know
trying
I'm
to
in
shun
danger.
this?
I'm in danger as soon as I get into the city. I got to get out. Why would you book a room and try to stay there and then leave when people fucking find you?
So you should just let him find you. So
No,
let him find you.
the strategic thing to do was book the show and book the flight immediately after the show.
So look. When he
What-
when
what-
he lands in Toronto, he needs to have a place booked.
Yes.
No.
For-
When you land in Toronto, your show better be within an hour and you got to go do
He's
sound check.
Kendrick Lamar. He's gonna go
The
to his hotel. He's
president-
gonna have a place to chill. He's gonna have a place to
Yeah,
relax, put his luggage down. He's gonna have a place to touch down. So I think that that place where he touched down on, they found out after the show or whatever, and he's like, "Fuck, I can't be here anymore. These people are gonna try to kill me. I gotta dip.
So if you're really the strategic guy that Zandra is trying to say that you're doing, you should have booked your flight as soon as the show's done.
So you're saying when you make a decision, it should be that all the way through, no matter what information you get.
Well, if
somewhere
you're
along the
pushing
way.
that and you're making these kids feel like that's what you're gonna do, yes.
No.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yes.
Go ahead and die.
No, I'm not saying that. He did the right thing by leaving. No
what I'm
one
saying.
should be losing their life, but don't be pushing this type of narrative
That's
and
like
then
saying,
doing that type of narrative.
Okay, let me make
It's
an
rap.
Let me
It's
let
just
me
like-
make an
it's-
analogy here. Let me make an analogy.
Go
here.
ahead.
We talked about Trump earlier, right? Oh, you're this big president. You got the strongest military in the world. No one can fuck with you. If someone says, "Hey, Trump, I know you're supposed to have this, speech later, but there's going to be bombs there."
I guarantee you,
He's still
as
gonna
soon
pull
as
up?
Trump knew he was going to get there, he would show up, and as soon as they would know
Why would he
exactly.
show up
No,
with his bombs?
no. If he's going to go speak to, if he's like going to go talk to someone in Iran, which at some point he's gonna.
That's not what I'm
You
talking
don't think he's gonna show up and then the first thing he's gonna do is leave as soon as he's done with the conversation, right? He's
Yeah.
not gonna book a
Stay
room there.
there.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Exactly.
Nah.
So wrong fucking analogy,
No,
buddy.
that's a great analogy.
No,
to be
it's
honest.
not.
So I feel
No
like
one's
wait,
walking into a booby trap if you know it's a booby
It's
trap.
a booby trap as soon as you took the show there.
It's not.
Yes,
because
it
he made
is.
it in. He went out. He
No,
went safely.
he thought he made it in and he thought he was going to make it out safely.
made it
and he
out
had to
safely.
get escorted by the cops because he
made it out
was in his
safely.
room scared and then they had to get the
This
cops.
guy.
They had to get the
This
cops,
guy.
get him out the back. Bro, there's a whole video of it.
well, bro, I wouldn't want to die. I
I'm
feel
not
like
me
I would wanna
either.
get
I'm
escorted
not
out
me
too.
either. But I'm saying you're saying all this shit. Drake too. If Drake came to LA and then left, I would feel the same way.
So Drake shouldn't ride around with security then.
Why? It's okay to drive around
Cause
with
you talk
security.
all that shit, then
when
you're
you're when you're
ready,
driving
and
around
then
with
you're
half
ready,
the when you're
and this
driving
and
around
that
with half
shit.
the city's cops
See?
getting you to the
It's the same
airport
shit.
after they find out where you're at.
All it is protection, bro. There's no difference. Just because one has a badge and one doesn't change the shit.
No
They're
one's
all-
even talking about that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's about.
If you're going around with half the city's protection just to get you to the airport, half the city's protection to get you to the airport, compared to
man.
a couple big guys that are your friends or security
Couple-
guards that you
couple
got.
big guys.
Well, yeah, dude, Drake is a big threat, so of course Kendrick's gonna.
No, yeah,
need
and
all
he
that.
did the right thing. No one should be getting hurt over this. But you're spilling shit that people could get hurt over.
Yeah,
You're the one saying.
Kendrick put himself at risk by doing a show there, and like
Guess
he was
what?
planning on doing a second one too.
If I went somewhere where I know I'm not liked, but I need to go to make my money, I'm gonna go make my money and I'm gonna get the fuck out of there because I know what's coming.
So
with
you're
it.
only upset because he booked a room.
No, I'm upset because he tried to taunt them. Best believe if they
He
didn't.
did taunt them. He performed the
He
biggest
did.
diss
They
track
don't
ever
like
Exactly,
guns.
and guess what? If he would have
He
gone
did
to the
do it.
hotel, he would have taken a little video at the fucking Chinese restaurant and been taunting like, "Oh, no one touched me, no one touched me." And guess what? Everyone would be like, "Oh, Kendrick's the hardest guy. He
But
was
that's
in
not
the
even-
city."
He didn't do that.
but
Yeah,
that's not
because what? They fucking got the drop on him.
But he's never
If
done
they
that at
would've-
all. He's never been to Takashi.
Bro, he was literally feet up at the fucking
Right.
Chinese
In
restaurant.
his music video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he does that shit. You can't say he doesn't
Yeah,
do that
in
shit.
the music video. He wasn't just out there.
You don't
taking
think
a
he was
little
gonna go
social
do
media
that
clip?
shit like, oh, Kendrick came through. Bro, the last time he went through, he knows people are gonna say shit. The last time he went, he left a big tip and everyone knew that Kendrick is in the restaurant because there was a big tip. He's gonna make sure that people knew he was there. He might not post it on his social media to taunt him like that, but he's gonna make it known that he was there. People are gonna know that Kendrick was in the city. And he was gonna do that if the drop wasn't dropped.
yeah,
You know? It would be dumb of him not to do that shit. Like, you're there, you control. If you could be safe, why not? But
I don't see where you're.
so you're
arguing here.
okay. What I think what Laz is saying in a nutshell is that he was talking all this shit when he was dissing Drake, blah blah blah,
saying shit that could get you hurt.
and then he goes to Toronto, and then he's gonna get hurt, so he avoided the situation.
No, he didn't think he was gonna get hurt. He got a room because he had a show the next day. There,
I'm sure he knew there was a risk.
No, he left to New York middle of the night and came back to perform in Toronto again. Nothing happened to him. Good for him. He made his money.
Yeah, I think he did the right thing. If he would
Yeah,
have
he
said
did
he would
the
have been
right
an
thing, or
idiot.
else he would have got hurt.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm just saying. You fucking were saying
he was
shit,
talking all that shit,
and you didn't stand on it.
yeah. Well,
So he
he's
should've just
outnumbered.
So he should have just gone out there and scrapped up with Drake 1-on-1.
He should have. I mean, they're both talking all this shit like you guys are both the man.
Hell yeah.
If fucking Drake goes to LA and
Make
fucking
some money,
bitches
too.
out like that, guess what? The narrative is gonna be Drake is scared.
Dude, make some money, split it.
So
50.
You're living in some like fictional world, bro. There's
It's
no
not
way-
a fictional world. It's real life.
fictional. You can't
You
expect
don't think Drake
or
is gonna
Kendrick
be-
to go out there unprotected,
And
bro.
guess what? And
They're
Kendrick, if Drake
superstars.
came to LA and he left immediately, he's scary. Is he not? The narrative on the internet is he's scared.
Honestly,
he
probably
can't.
not. It's like, well, you would kind of expect that.
Exactly. You would expect Kendrick to go do the show and leave immediately, not try to book a room and stay the night. You're in a city where people don't like you, supposedly, quote unquote.
So he is mad that Kendrick booked the room.
No,
mad that Kendrick
I'm mad that you tried to troll, bro. You're talking
He
all
did
this
troll.
shit, and as soon as you got fucking
He did troll.
figure it out, you're like, oh fuck, let me get out of here.
Yeah,
let me
trolled.
throw the rock and hide my hand.
He
pretty
trolled.
much. Yeah, you just said he wouldn't. He's not Tekashi. He doesn't troll.
But he did it with his art form. Like he didn't go out and
Exactly.
record a little TikTok video.
Guess what?
He went and performed his
went in
concert.
Exactly, and after
A
that
whole
concert,
set.
if he went to that concert, went to that hotel room, no one got the drive. Guess where he was gonna go? He was gonna
The
go
next show.
No, he would have gone somewhere where everyone would have known, oh, Kendrick's in town and no one did shit. Kendrick
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
town. Maybe he didn't post it on his story,
Drake
but
didn't let that happen. Him and his
I don't know if him, but people were looking for him and he got out of town.
Smart man. Calculated man.
Very smart man.
smart. Yeah,
Yeah, he's gonna get hurt if he
He
doesn't.
would have got killed.
Possibly.
I think it's to the point where he could have got killed for that.
No, yeah,
who wants to
possibly.
die, especially when your wife and the kids are at home?
Exactly.
Who wants to die?
No, yeah, no one wants to die.
Over some what?
But
Ego?
why would you say that shit if you don't want to die?
For fame, for
Why would you
clout,
say all that shit
for
if you don't
for
want to
the
die?
narrative, to win the narrative, because Kendrick wants to win this battle so bad. That's why.
You went on a song, told my kid that I was this, that I was that. Like, at this point, like, you should both want to fucking kill yourself, each other. Like,
Boy, what the hell?
like you're going on record saying things that could get you killed, and you know that.
So then all the rappers should just kill each other. Now.
Well, if you're on that time, I expect you to be on that time.
In that case, everyone should be dead.
Maybe. Whether it be by shooting or
So Drake lost and Kendrick won because Drake wasn't able to kill Kendrick.
Yeah, exactly.
Drake lost
It's all
because
about narrative. Both people have their narrative.
No, Drake lost because Kendrick had a better banger.
Yes.
That's why he lost.
And because you couldn't kill Kendrick. Don't forget that part.
That could be the narrative.
My daddy.
Bro, I feel like you would be happy if they caught Kendrick lacking. You would have.
I would be happy if they caught anyone lacking.
I think it's a
if
win.
you're talking all that shit.
Okay, I think it's a win for the Drake fans. Like you could paint that narrative like, hell yeah, he got the fuck out. He thought he can book a hotel and he couldn't. And he had to get escorted by a bunch of fucking police.
Yeah,
and
half
whatever.
the city's protection.
Exactly. So I think, hey, for Toronto, for Drake, I think that's a win. Hey, we got him the fuck out of our
then
city.
Also, like, I gotta give like flowers are flowers. Kendrick got his W by having a big stadium at Toronto, singing word for word. Like he got his W's too, but you also did like sucker shit.
Speaking about W's, I got something for you, Andre.
Oh yeah.
Zip.
Oh yeah. You thought we forgot, huh?
Go ahead and give me an applause or a bomb or something.
Yeah,
Some
it was
awkward
it
silence.
was Zandre's birthday.
Oh shit!
Just a little something.
A little G-string, I think.
Nothing crazy.
Wear it right now.
But something I think you will enjoy.
Oh, don't tell me this is a Kanye shirt, yo.
Even better.
It's close.
Even better.
Oh shit!
Tell him what kind of shirt it is.
Fucking thong, yo.
See it.
It's a skim shirt, yo.
Told you, it's almost like Kendrick.
Kanye.
Oh yeah, Kanye. It's almost
Put
like
it on
Kanye.
right now.
Fuck. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Well,
Oh man.
that was all money. I was trying to get you a cake, but we were too busy this week. I didn't. We had to buy my own daughter's cake this year.
You know you're the greatest.
Smells like Kim.
It smells like Ray J.
Kim too.
Hell yeah, good looking out, bro.
Yeah,
definitely,
bro.
I'm definitely gonna slap that on later.
Hell yeah.
Send the pic.
Chris, I think I'm gonna send you some questions. That way we can get into
Oh,
some
no.
questions here.
Hit us with some audio tags, Chris.
You know where your phone is?
Not that one.
Damn, Chris. I guess I'll read the
You
question.
guys will read them.
I'll read them.
Eat a nigga whole dick, you heard?
Sucking that dick like oxtails off the bone. Fuck you mean?
Sanjay.
Bitch, I'll eat a nigga whole dick, you heard? I'm
All
on
right.
shit.
You did not hear any of that.
First question. Is it morally permissible to experiment on animals to develop life, saving treatment for humans, and where do we draw the line between acceptable and unacceptable suffering?
Damn.
I think
It's fucked up. It's fucked up either way, you know?
well, there's only certain animals we could experiment
Like
on,
chimps.
right?
Chimps.
Mice.
Pigs.
Why do we need to experiment on like
pigs.
Mammals.
how
That's why.
much like pain tolerance or whatever? Like, why does it have to be painful? Like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
I think for some of it is like maybe like cancer shit, like give the pig cancer and try to cure it, or like give the mice cure like the blind mice or
Yeah.
things like that. Not necessarily like let's see how much we can make it suffer before. Like I don't think it's like
Well,
that.
I think humans are willing to make a sacrifice for like the betterment of humanity, you know? I think that's what it ultimately comes down to. And like some people are down to throw morality out the window, you know?
Yeah.
For the advancement of like science and shit.
Oh yeah, and this is
Yeah.
where you're either a piece of shit or you're not. Like, would you rather it be animals or human? And it doesn't
Animals.
What you
Animals.
choose, what you choose doesn't make you a piece of shit. Is like having to choose one.
It's animals.
Yeah. I'd rather it be animals over humans. Like imagine like
Imagine they're like, all right, you choose humans. All right, let us use your little sister.
or let
And you'd be like, oh,
What
no,
about
no,
a,
no,
like
that's fucked up.
what about a murderer or like a
Oh,
rapist
yeah.
or
or
something?
or what about like
That's a good
everyone that
idea,
they're
actually.
like deporting? Like eventually they're gonna start using different people.
They can just pick whoever and be like, yeah, he's a criminal. Yep, because we said. That's what it's going to come down to eventually.
true.
That's the power we're giving them. But back to the question, yeah, if we had to choose, well, we would choose I would choose like animals, right?
Yeah, and at what point is it too much?
At
We
what
could
point?
just-
To the point where like now the animals are suffering, like you're doing like pain tolerance or you're doing.
Well, the thing is
shit
that
hurts them.
they probably kill a bunch of animals in the process to like find cure, which is why
Yeah.
it's a tough question. I think like they
maybe-
probably kill like 100 pigs before they figure out like the solution. to
Maybe
one
as
thing.
long as you're giving them like a sane life in the process,
Yeah.
you know, if you the moment that you're not treating them well or they're not having a good life is the moment where it's like too far. That's my answer.
Well, I think that starts everywhere. Like, if you want to cure cancer, you got to give it cancer. If you want to cure blindness, you got to make it blind. So, like, I think the animal's suffering at any cost. You know what I mean? I mean, I think as long as they keep it at animals and it's not like cruel, do your thing. But every person has a different like line of cruel, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
What about you, Andre?
Animals. Like I said. Oh yeah, let us borrow your little sister, your little brother, bro. You offer you this human trial shit. And then, but I mean, if we get applied to like rapists, pedophiles, all these like fucking like extreme criminals, and like, yeah, I'd be cool with that. But like, you would have to regulate it, and then like, human rights comes in. So yeah, I think animals are just the easiest thing.
Yeah, for sure. All right. The next question is: if you discovered a technology that could eliminate all crime but required constant surveillance and the loss of personal privacy, would you support this implementation?
Probably not.
No, there's got to be another way.
Okay, so someone dumb
privacy-
this down for me because this person's too smart.
So privacy is important, basically. So they're saying, are you okay with the government knowing everything about everyone? That way there's no crime.
No.
Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah, I think privacy is like a right, like a basic human right.
Do your fucking job, bro. That's the thing. And everyone wants, like, law enforcement wants everyone doing their job for them now.
Exactly.
Like, it used to, like,
And we're still paying them.
yeah, it used
Chales.
to be like hours of research and fucking investigation to find a murderer. Now it's like, oh, you let the computer do it all and I'll take all the credit. Like, get to work, fool. You get paid fucking hundreds of thousands a year and you don't do shit.
Yeah.
What it is.
All right. The last question I have is, would you rather marry someone right now that your parents picked out or be single forever with no kids?
Ooh.
Well, I'm married, but if I wasn't, I think my parents wouldn't do me wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like,
Parents.
yeah.
I think
I
most
don't think my
parents.
mom Yeah, I think she's the homie. I don't think she would do me wrong.
Do we get to talk to our parents? Like, no. I want fat tits.
I guess it's whoever brings the biggest sheep, bro. Your parents get to choose.
Perfect for the gato.
Oh, pues esta tiene papás que tiene papeles, tiene casa.
My mom's good at that. She hit me with the sí, mi amiga, sí, su hija está bien bonita. Like, mira. So I've seen the options she's presented to me, and I'm okay with it. I'll trust my mom.
Well played, my
Do you
lord.
think your mom would go based off looks or?
Oh, definitely looks.
Both,
looks,
though, both.
looks.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
It's like, oh, she's a piece of shit, but she's pretty.
No. My mom asks questions and like
Yeah,
she like
exactly.
psychoanalyzes.
She'd
and
first
she's
be like, "You're really
fucking-
pretty. Like, tell me whatever."
Yeah.
All right, so everyone would just let their parents choose.
I'm okay with letting my parents choose.
Cause single forever with no kids sounds crazy.
I trust them.
Hey, but ladies, let us know what you know. You're talking to poor horny dude.
Chris is going on vacation for 2 weeks. He's gonna leave it. He's gonna go meet his family down in Oaxaca.
It's funny. Right after the protest, he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go to Mexico."
Chris, you might be the first time that you're the tallest person in the room down there.
Oh, watch out, abuelas.
You like that now, Dad? Huh? This is the lowest recognition podcast out of podcasts in the world. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yo.
I'm here with Monty.
Yo.
I'm here with Chris. We'll see you guys next week. Chris will be back in 2 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.